Hey, how's it going, everyone? Happy fun times here with another live stream of Ocarina of Time, the final live stream for Ocarina of Time, unless something comes up and I end up streaming this game again on the channel, God forbid. Alrighty then, I think I'm gonna have to fix the goddamn thing again, in terms of, we get rid of that, but now we need to capture the game. Just give me a sec. I thought I fixed this yesterday, but apparently... Nope, I gotta fix it again. Evil game. It's bad. Wait, is that actually right? Well, shit, I think I actually got it in the right fucking setup. For the most part. I think that little bit down there, that little... section can afford to be a little... There we go. It's a little bit bigger, which is nice. I think we're good. Hooray! Let me just fucking move these things over real quick. Alrighty then, move that fucking thing off the screen. Let's see what we got going on in chat before we actually start. And hello to Fire, Deathblade64, and Koishi. Well, like I said yesterday, I don't know when I'm actually going to be doing Mario Kart 64. Let's hope this game doesn't crash again. Yes! Let's hope it doesn't do that again! No, I'm busy trying to replace my graphics card, so I'll be right back. Okay, I assume that's already happened. Let's see, actually, I'm on mobile. Okay, because I saw a bunch of messages earlier, so. Not talking to an... okay. What else we got here? Did it crash already? You got screwed yesterday. Yeah, no, it didn't crash, and yesterday, I mean, in terms of me being an idiot yesterday, yes, I got screwed because I forgot one part of the game. When you follow the ghost into the... Now, how come as an adult it'll put you in the actual Temple of Time, but as a kid it just puts you in here as default? What the fuck? Whatever, it don't matter. Oh shit, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I was an idiot yesterday, and I thought that, oh no, the ghost is supposed to go to the gate. The ghost is supposed to go to the gate. No. The fucking Poe that was leading me wasn't supposed to go to the gate. Where the oh, right, I don't remember the song, god damn it. The Poe was actually leading me, and once you see the two, things to the gate, then you just walk to the gate. I thought it was supposed to lead me there, and I was a fucking idiot. What is this? What is... Alright, Requiem of Spirit. Alright, gotcha. Wait, no. Hey, there we go. We got it there in the end. Let's see. I don't know how much an old graphics card would sell for. That's actually a very good question. Also, no arguing again in chat today, please. Is the game audio alright, or should I turn it down a little bit? Because I feel like... Because it goes a little over halfway, and my volume goes all the way across. So obviously I'm louder, but is the game louder at times when I'm not, like, shouting? The answer, I have no fucking idea. It's fine to you. Alright, well, I'm gonna leave the game audio alone then. Well, excuse you, Mr. Pot. There, I killed your wife. How you feel about that? Ah, screw you. Oh, you're not even gonna... Boo. Ooh, magic. I am actually... I feel like I'm in a much better mood than I was in yesterday when playing this game. That one part, holy shit, I raged hard at that, and it was annoying. I don't ever remember hearing that from her. I haven't seen you around, kid. What do you want? To see the temple, looking for the sages? Nothing really. To see the temple. You're just a kid. The temple is no place for kids. Fuck you! Oh, right. Yeah, you have to actually answer in a specific way. Nothing really. You have nothing to do. What a good timing. Or what good timing. Yeah, okay, I get you now. It's all coming back to me. Can you do me a favor, kid? Wait a second. I want to ask you first. You wouldn't happen to be one of Ganondorf's followers, would you? No, you can answer either one, and she'll completely just say, I like you. You got guts. But I'm gonna say I hate Ganondorf. I hate Ganondorf. Aha! You got guts. I think I like you. Well, I'm too young, so that wouldn't go very well. And again, this is a different time in a different universe. That shit might actually be legal. Lord knows in Breath of the Wild it is kind of legal because even though they're like hundreds of years old, they still look like small children and they sound like small children. And I'm talking about the Zoras. We all know that, and I think it's fucking weird. First of all, let me introduce myself. I'm Naboru of the Gerudo. Boru, goddamn divine beast. Then again, I already knew that they were named after the characters. Alright, so Naboru the Gerudo. I'm a lone wolf thief. Cool. But don't get me wrong. Though we're both thieves, I'm completely different from Ganondorf. With his followers, he stole from women and children, and he even killed people. I mean, that sounds about right. A kid like you may not know this, but the Gerudo race consists only of women. Only one man is born every 100 years. Even though our laws say that lone male Gerudo must become king of the Gerudo, I'll never bow to such an evil man. By the way, what is your name, kid? Link. What kind of name is that? Well, fuck you, what kind of name is Naboru? Well, anyway. I want to ask you a favor. Will you go through this tiny hole? Will you go through this tiny hole and get a treasure that's inside? Oh. The treasure is the silver gauntlets. If you equip them, you can easily push and pull very heavy things. No, 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 kid. Don't even think about taking the treasure for yourself. The silver gauntlets won't fit a little kid like you. If you try to equip them, I want you to be a good boy. Oh, I fucking read that wrong. This is why I hate reading out loud. I'm fucking retarded. The silver gauntlets won't fit a little kid like you if you try to equip them. I want you to be a good boy, and give them to me. Ganondorf and his minions are using the Spirit Temple as a hideout. There's no one else here but you, me, and like 2 asshole pots that have destroyed themselves and a bunch of monsters, but that's besides the point. Only the silver gauntlets will allow me to sneak deep into the temple. Once there, I'm going to steal all the treasure inside and mess up their plans. Steal the treasure, then mess up their plans. Priorities, people. How about it? Will you do it? Yeah, fuck it. I got nothing else better to do. Thanks, kid. You and I, let's give Ganondorf and his followers a big surprise, shall we? If you can successfully get the silver gauntlets, I'll do something great for you. Again, it's a different time, people. There are fucking lolly-looking fucking Zora children. Legal Zoras, there you go. Legal lolly Zora girls. And it's just as fucked up as... Did I seriously just lose my Deku shield? No, Siri, go... No, fucking goddammit. Go away. Go away, Siri. Go away, Siri.
I hope we can still be friends.
No, fuck you. It was all the same with you guys. I think I'm gonna reset the game real quick, because I'm kind of a weirdo in terms of... I don't want to lose my shield. I want to keep that shield, and I was supposed to swap over to the other shield. I'm an idiot. Excuse me. Okay. Don't worry, we're gonna skip all that text. I'm not gonna read it again. Hooray! Yep, let's go. Alright, Desert Coliseum. Hell yeah. Ooh, excuse you, buddy. Now I know that somewhere over here you can actually plant some magic beans. And as an adult you can come back, step on the flower, and it'll take you up there, which has a heart container. Same thing by the fire temple, but unfortunately, this being an emulator, that shit doesn't show up so easily, and I can't see where it is unless I open up my 3DS version of this game, try and find where it is, and then spam the use button with it. In which case, I might do that. I just might do that. Because I can get a whole other heart right now if I really wanted to, by just doing that. Am I gonna do it? I have no idea. It all depends on how I actually feel after this. Because we're already at the temple, so we might as well finish the kid version. And then I guess I'll get the heart pieces? Provided people actually want to see that shit. Put that away. Get that goddamn Hylian shield. I'm gonna have to number these streams after I'm done with them. I forgot to fucking number them, and I have to. I don't have to, but I want to. See, nothing. Great, now she's gonna read all, or say all this shit to me again. Do you like Ganondorf? No, I don't like Ganondorf, he's an asshole. She didn't ask if you like him, but she asks if you're one of his followers, which I just read. I don't really need to explain that shit, we literally just went through that. Jesus fucking Christ. Yes. Yes, he stole from women and children and he murdered people. I mean, I still like Ganondorf. He's a bit of a dick and he's kind of evil, but he's badass. If I could get that Ganondorf amiibo, I fucking would. I actually very much do want that thing. Not to mention, it gives you a badass sword in Breath of the Wild. It gives you the Sword of the Seven Sages, I think? I don't fucking know. It gives you that one fucking sword that was used to execute Ganondorf in Twilight Princess. The one that somehow, surprisingly, didn't actually fucking kill him. And then he took it out of himself, and then he used it for his own. Which is badass. Alright, yes, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it, lady. I'll do it, lady. Come on, thank you. I'm gonna have to save as soon as I get through this goddamn hole. So I'll be goddamned if I'm doing that shit again. Fuck that. Ow. Yeah, I didn't lose that. Yeet. Gotcha. Ow. Best to just let him attack him. Jesus. Alright, cool. Oh, fuck, I forgot about you. Technically, if I want to make this easier for myself, rather than just swinging him wildly, I could do this. Whack him a bunch. No fear. Well, I wasted damn near all my Deku Nuts, but goddamn, that was funny. Oh no. Hold still, you fucking ninny. Good lord. Oh, right, boomerang. Alright, let's do this. Whoopsie. A little further back. There we go. Technically, I probably could have gone on the side to hit that, but fuck it. Ow. I mean, I got 500 rupees, so I didn't really need that, but cool. Oh, this is easy to fucking deal with. Whoopsie. That was entirely my bad. Yeah, you could lead him over there to the front door, but why would you want to do that when you can just use that? But you don't waste any magic doing it the other way. Yeah, well, I like the convenience of doing it faster. More rupees! Hooray! Where are the other rupees? Oh, they're over here. Oh, cool, that worked. Oh, he hits me through that? That's fucking balls. Oh well. Talking about Breath of the Wild really makes me want to play Breath of the Wild. Such a good game. I think one of the main reasons why I like Breath of the Wild is the whole thing of, oh, you're getting all your equipment, and getting all your equipment like that makes you feel like you've actually accomplished something. You got good weapons, you got good items, you got food, you got gemstones to sell for hundreds upon hundreds of rupees. Well, hundreds if not thousands of rupees. And that's fucking awesome. The sense of accomplishment that I get from that is amazing. I love games where when you make progress, you get to keep all the lobbies. Hold on. Okay, let me word this better. When you make a shit ton of progress, when you make a bunch of progress, and then you get to keep all of that, no matter what, even if it's done through, like, means of, like, using Amiibo or whatever, it's like, I don't know, something about that just tickles me in a way. It tickles my fancy in a way that, like, I get it. Like in Minecraft, it's like, okay, you got all this good shit, but you die, you lose it all. But it's like, what? No, I didn't lose it. I put my shit on, like, okay. I don't even know why I'm bringing up like that. Oh, you get all this shit, you get to keep it? Well, like, of course you fucking get to keep it. I was thinking of Minecraft. I was also, like, very distracted. But, like, you make so much progress, you save it, and then when you die, you basically go back to where you last saved at. For the most part. Like, most games, if you save your game, it'll put you back at a certain distance behind. But for the most part in that game, it'll probably put you back a little bit, but not by that much. I hear a Spooter. Where are you? Oh, it's right fucking there. My point being, Breath of the Wild is genuinely a good game. The fact that you can use Amiibo to get all these different food items, all these different, like, weapons, shields, bows, arrows, from just using Amiibo that you've already, you know, had. Like, if you have normal Amiibo, they're just going to give you food. But if you have, you know, Amiibo that actually work for the game, regardless of whatever it is. It could be any Zelda amiibo, basically. And you'll just get shields, bows, weapons, etc. And again, with most, if not all Zelda amiibo, pretty much all of them, basically, they give you a special item, which I think is amazing. Like, come on, that's badass. And here we got some bomb shoes. Which I'm fairly certain I already had some, so I don't know why I actually got that. But whatever. The only one thing that I kind of want to complain about with Breath of the Wild is a lot of stuff in that game isn't as bountiful as you'd like it to be. Like arrows, you can buy them in a shop, but they cost so goddamn much. The other thing... is, like, again, with rupees, you can't just go slash around in the grass to get rupees or break a bunch of pots for them. It's very specific. It's very specific for the most part. You get all your rupees from, like, you know, breaking pots in villages, selling items, mostly selling items, and just a bunch of shit. I'm gonna be honest though, when I first saw Breath of the Wild as like a trailer, like way before the game was even like 100% shown, back when Nintendo was very stingy about what they showed about this game, I thought it looked a little dumb. I thought it looked a little bit silly. Oh, arrows that have like fucking lasers at the tips of them or some shit. And it's all kind of like, you know, it's all kind of, what do you want to call it? Like, basically, it's like technology is adapting, I guess, or adapting to newer technology and shit. And you know how that made me feel? That made me feel a little bit weird. Oh. And hello to Skrillex and the Green Snow Dog in chat. Welcome to the stream. I don't know, just seeing, like, technology like that in Breath of the Wild kind of put me off from it a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. Can I put it down? That's throw. No, it's all throw. Okay, so I can't even... Oh, right. Duh, there's a thing above that door. I actually gotta get back up from right over here. Cool. But yeah, I thought Breath of the Wild was very silly and very weird. But I didn't hate it. I just thought, you know what, this seems a little bit too advanced for me. This seems a little bit too complicated for my liking. I don't know how I feel about this. Didn't I already go through this door? I came out through this door, didn't I not? No, there's a whole other door. What the fuck? See, now I'm confused and I really shouldn't be, because there's a lot of doors that I can go through right now. This is the door, is it not? This is the door I just came through. Alright, fuck that. So we have that door right here in the middle, and I don't think I can get to that until much later on. Nope, okay, we're good. And hello to Woodsy. Welcome to the stream. Alright, so I had a bit of a stupid moment, everyone. Forgive me. I'm going up now. But when I saw trailers for Breath of the Wild, in terms of, like, seeing how the temples were, or, what the fuck are they called? They're not temples, they're shrines, that's it, shrines. When I saw shrines, I thought, you know, this is pretty cool, but if it's only just shrines, and if there's, like, literally endless possibilities to solve them, I don't know how I feel about that. Because it's like, Okay, Breath of the Wild, here you go. Ow. It's like, here you go. We have this, and you have Magnesis, and there's so many different things you can do, so many different ways you can go. And you know what? I thought it was a little silly. I'm not gonna lie about that. I thought it was a little redundant, a little silly, and it's like, Nintendo, you're giving me way too many options. Zelda's kind of, you know, it does have puzzles and it makes you think, but when you give me all these different powers and give me all these different options to go about stuff, I feel like you're giving me way too much responsibility. But no, when I watched the game and played the game, it wasn't as complicated as I thought it was, which honestly was great. I thought it'd be like more redundant, and it's like the game expects you to go above and beyond, when 1, traveling is actually pretty fun, 2, it's very bountiful in terms of you actually get resources and stuff as you go, which I already knew you would, but at the same time it's like, cool. Needless to say, I fucking loved it. Getting weapons of various qualities, the more you explore, the better weapons you'll get. Hyrule Castle having the best weapons? Holy shit. Let's see. Okay. But yeah, the more you explore, the better you get. And I thought that was great. I still think it's great. Hell, I'm actually still playing Master Mode. I've just been taking an extensive break from it, mainly because, well, I've already beaten the game. I could beat it a second time, and I've tried to, and, you know, it's pretty good. It's a good game. Uh-oh. Whatever. It's a good game, and the replay value is really fucking high for it, in my opinion. Oh, there's nothing else here? God damn it. Link, god damn it. My point being, the game is great. Replay value is high. The items, the armor, the outfits, like, it's all, well, armor, I guess, would qualify as outfits. It's all good. Especially with the amiibo. That's fucking fantastic. I got the Twilight Princess outfit, and I got the Wind Waker outfit just because I own the amiibo. You know how fucking awesome that is to just go around and dress up as Link? And to dress up like Link as one of the previous Links makes it feel more like an actual Zelda game than it does without them. So at least if I'm gonna be a different version of Link, at least I get to have, you know, the outfits from Links that I already know. I went the wrong way. So go that way and all around. Ow. Actually, let's just light that one, and then we'll go over to this one and light this, if I can make it over there. I am missing one. Which one am I missing? Oh, it's right there. Duh! Alright, I got this now. Ow. It's pretty easy. Put my stick away because I don't want to lose it. Where did the chest? Oh, chest is up there. And hello to Nope64, welcome to the stream, if I didn't already say so. Oh, the final stretch of Ocarina of Time. Holy Jesus. And for whatever reason, when I recorded it, I was actually a lot better. But now that I'm, like, streaming it, I just flat out suck. Meh. Doesn't really matter. I know I'm decent at the game, and I know that I've beaten this game a shit ton of times. Hell, I even beat this on Master Quest on the 3DS. That was hard as shit. Hell yeah. Alright, let's read a little chat before we continue. Here we go. How are you today? Anyone, by the way. Last night was pretty goddamn shit, and this morning it wasn't as great either. Because of anxiety and all that jazz, and the way breathing is because of anxiety. It was fucking terrible. So who's buying Kingdom Hearts 3? Not me. I don't have a PS4. The hell are those floor vacuums? What? Oh, I get you. Those, I don't know. They're just a weird spiky thing on the ground. Yesterday was fun. With the stream, yeah, I guess. Oh yeah, now that I, no Breath of the Wild and arrows. Torturing David. Yep. It's going to be on Xbox 2. I mean, that's pretty cool, but I don't own an Xbox One. Always the way with games, usually worse in a stream than recording it. Also, with the recording, it can be edited, or can edit out mistakes. Gotcha! I know exactly what you mean, Woodsy. Except I didn't edit my stuff, so all my mistakes and shit always stay. But I have, some people that'd be more than willing to, you know, fix that, shit for me, so... If need be, I can always ask someone to edit something for me. Or figure it out myself. Come on, break this. I need to smack this thing to where it'll actually fucking attack me or run at me a lot faster. Come on. I need you to break this. I need magic, dude. Come on. Those are rupees! I have no use for rupees. I got 500 out of 500, so magic, please. Rupees are not magic, although they somehow hold magical properties, which is kind of weird. I wonder how much magic this takes. I mean, it is a shield that basically protects me, so why not? Also, I had to scratch my eye. Thanks, magical monster thing. That is not magic. Come on, dude. Give me something that I can work with here. Yeah, like the last one's actually gonna be magic. Or is it more rupees or hearts? Come on. Rupees! Fuck it. Screw it. Just attack. Not that bad. No more rupees. I need magic. Well, I'm gonna grab these anyway because they're shiny, and I like shiny things. You know me. My edit and intro or outro, and outro. See, I wanted to do like intros and outros for videos. I just can't think of how I would go about it, and editing it would be kind of like I need to figure it out. More rupees. Yep. So, did I acquire the treasure? Am I a good boy? I got good boy points. Alright, let's see. Hey, what's up, Link? That's a very nonchalant way of greeting me, Mr. fucking Owl. Hey, what's up, Link? Surprised to see me? Not really, you're in every fucking region I go to. A long time in this world is almost nothing to you, isn't it? No, it's not. How mysterious. Even I thought that the tales of a boy who could travel back and forth through time was merely a legend. Link, you have fully matured as an adult. From now on, the future of all the people of Hyrule is on your shoulders. Maybe it's not my time anymore. Here's my last advice. Thank Jesus Christ, I hope we never see you again. 2 witches inhabit this temple in order to destroy them. Turn their own magic power against them. Hoot hoot! Yeah, I don't want to hear what you said again. I'm good. I will continue to watch you. Hoo hoo hoot! Wait, 1, 2, okay. Hoots, there you go. Hoot. Yes. Hoot to you, my friend. Go hoot yourself. Everyone seems to only like my outro. I mean, yeah. Silver gauntlets. Yay! And they're completely worthless because eventually I'm gonna get gold gauntlets. And yes, I know game they won't fit me, but it doesn't matter because they're mine anyway. Get in between them and they'll hit each other. Well, yeah. Hey, where are you taking me? They're taking you to Hooters, which is where that owl's probably going. Let me go. I'm not gonna fucking read that one part. It's just weird. It's like looking around like, what? Huh? Oh, there she is. I want my peach juice. Here we go. You fiends! Ganondorf's minions! Link, get out of here now! These witches, they're using black magic on me. That's purple, actually. Hey, I'm such a smartass. You gotta love powdered drink mixes. Those are awesome. Oof. Alright, that wasn't so bad. Alright, before I actually continue on, I want to do a thing real quick, if everyone's fine with that. I gotta get Ocarina of Time 3D, pop it in my 3DS, and find where the fuck these two areas are. I got one magic bean, so I can plant one right now once I find it. I need nanomachines, son. I mean, nanomachines are awesome. I'm gonna leave the volume turned up on my 3DS so you can at least partially hear what the fuck I'm doing, so it's at least interesting. Probably barely hear that, though. Alrighty then. Because emulation is not perfect, and it doesn't show where the little patch of dirt is. This won't take long. Watch the number just completely go down because I'm taking too long. Oh shit, I don't remember. There we go. Well, that's doing its thing. I haven't clicked on the game. What the fuck? There we go. Maybe I just take the magic beans and spam them over here. I think I actually remember where those are. Like over here somewhere. Nope, we need to use the game. Oh, I was doing it on the wrong side. I'm a fucking idiot. There it is. Alright, cool. Now I just need to go buy some magic beans. There we go. Not sure how much you like their games, but you heard about what's happening with Telltale? No, I have not heard what's happening to Telltale. I do like Telltale, but I only like some of their games. Wait, no, I need to go buy magic beans. Fuck off, dog. You aren't following me throughout Hyrule. Screw you. They're gone from... No. They've gone from a company with... or of 3,000 people down to 25. Jesus Christ. Telltale, what the fuck? And are likely to shut down once they've finished Walking Dead final season. I mean, that is pretty sad, but I don't know. Maybe they just want to cut their losses. Or maybe they just don't want to be doing video games anymore, who knows. It's a little weird and a little sad, but it is what it is, I guess. Magic beans are over here, so let's do this. You added an extra 0 to what I said. Or an extra... Oh, wait. Wait, what? Hold on, let me actually read that again. You said 300 down to 25. Okay. So 30 down to 25. Gotcha. No management were jerks to their employees. Okay. Gotcha. Been going on like that for about 4 years now. You said 3,000. I said 300. Did I say 3,000? If I did, then yeah, I'm a bit dumb. Because I'm still, in my mind, I'm still thinking about how last night kind of went for me in terms of, like, how somewhat hard it was to get to sleep. And, obviously, how this morning obviously went. But, you know, I'm alright. I'm alright. 50 rupees for a magic bean. Let's do this shit. They lost 275. Jesus. Yeah, I would say so. Great, I know where to put the magic bean. Hold on a sec, let me actually... There we go. It's somewhere over here. There we go. Alright, now that's done. I need to go become an adult anyway to do the remainder of the Spirit Temple, so I figure why the hell not. Let's get a whole other heart. Because why not? But yeah, I think that's a little retarded how, like, certain companies will treat their employees like shit. It's like, oh, we're gonna treat you like shit, and then we're gonna completely fuck ourselves over because of it. Like, I like some of Telltale's work, and I like how they went about, you know, Sam & Max and, like, a bunch of other games. But, you know, I mean, it's still pretty it's pretty dumb. To see how, like, great companies will just go under like that. Like, Nintendo has this whole thing with paying, you know, like for a fucking online subscription or something like that. Capcom, the guy who actually made Mega Man and Mega Man X1, or just Mega Man in general, he left a while ago, yet they're still continuing it, which is actually kind of nice, and it's still good, but still, what was the first place? Right, got it. Then you have Konami, which kind of completely fucked over Kojima. Making Metal Gear. Oh no, you're not allowed to receive your reward at, this thing. I don't remember what the fuck it was, but people basically said fuck you to Konami when Konami went there. It's like, you're not allowed to go there. You're not allowed to go and get your reward, but, you know, everyone's gonna treat us like shit now because we didn't, you know, we told you not to show up. Wow, what's everyone's problem? And then they tried to, like, do Metal Gears themselves without Kojima. Number one, Kojima didn't want to work on Metal Gear anymore, and Phantom Pain was his last game. Number two, Konami can eat a fucking dick. I fucked up. But Jesus goddamn Christ. And then, like, Sega hasn't really done much that I would blame them for that I can think of. But Nintendo, holy shit, that's one thing I want to talk about. If I didn't talk about it yesterday, I'm gonna talk about it today. Kinda want that Skulltula. I'm gonna get that Skulltula. Oh, this was the wrong one. It's over there. Maybe it was the right one. I don't know. Fuck you. Get on that thing. Alright, let's see. Wasn't his own game, Mighty Number 9, worse than the, original Mega Man? I mean, Mighty Number 9, I'll admit, yeah, that kinda sucked. Because if you're gonna make a game like Mega Man, it might as well just be fucking Mega Man. And now the Skulltula is gone, so I'm assuming it only shows up at nighttime. How many of them do I have exactly? I got 40. Alright, so it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. Alright, what was the other one? But from what I've seen and what I've gathered, Mighty Number 9 was a complete bomb for the most part. Some people like it, but in all honesty, if I wanted to play a game like Mega Man, I'd play fucking Mega Man. That's the long and short end of it. Yes, I do like Azure Striker Gunvolt, but that's because it has good music, and I like the art style of it. That, you know, that being said, as is, I do, you know, I can appreciate Azure Striker Gunvolt. That one's pretty good. And I can see what they were going for. But, you know, it is what it is. While I'm here, I might as well go down to Kakariko. Because I got 40 Skulltulas now, so I can fucking go and see them. In the Spooter House and see if they actually give me anything worthwhile. I think they're just gonna give me rupees for the last person, but I don't know. But I'm gonna go see anyway. Also, what else was I gonna say? Yeah, Nintendo's whole, oh, pay for an online subscription, get, you know, multiplayer functionality online if you pay for our internet service. Nintendo, I'm sorry, but you're kind of retarded in that sense. You're doing what Sony and Microsoft are doing. Although what they're doing isn't necessarily, like, wrong. It is kind of dickish to make you have to pay for something, because... Alright, let's look at it this way. I paid for the system, I paid for the game. You're making me pay an additional fee to be able to access a certain feature on that game that I paid for. To be able to play online with other people. Woohoo! That's not a big fucking deal, Nintendo. It's not worth charging people over, you fucking dickheads. I like Nintendo, don't get me wrong. I genuinely want nothing but the best for them and from them. Mainly for them. They're good. They've been around since... Okay, they've been around obviously since before I was even born. And I appreciate the games, I appreciate the memories, and I appreciate, you know, all the nostalgia I get from certain games. They're fantastic. Everything about it is fantastic. Zelda's great. Mario's great. I'm not really huge into Metroid, but even Metroid's great, I guess, but... My point being, Nintendo is my childhood favorite, and they're always going to be one of my favorite systems. Next to PlayStation. But... I don't know. I freed someone else. Who the fuck was it? It wasn't that guy. Oh, it's this guy. What is he gonna give me? Rupees? Bomb shoes. I mean, that's still pretty cool. Alright, let's see what we got in here. Looking at Xbox and PS4 prices, Switch Online is much cheaper for a year. Switch Online, 12 months, is £18. Xbox is £40. 50 to 60 pound, I guess. Can't remember which is closer. I don't know. To me, it just seems a little dumb, and to defend it kind of seems pointless. Like, because here's why it's bad. It's not bad because they're making you pay to use internet services from them, despite the fact you should already be able to fucking use them because you have internet or Wi-Fi available to you already. This is why I have an issue with them. I had to do that first, sorry. Here's why I have an issue with it. Oh, you know, pay for our online service that you're probably not even gonna... Number one, you're not gonna use all that much, because not every game is gonna be 100% online and shit. Number fucking two, oh, you pay for our subscription, you get to play all the NES games you want for free. But here's the catch, if you don't log in within 7 days, all those games go bye-bye, because we're that fucking afraid that you're just gonna, you know, pay for our service to monopolize the system and get free NES games. Nintendo, no one's gonna do that if that's what you're thinking. No one gives a shit about NES games, alright? They're great, they're not amazing, but they're great. They're pretty good for what they are for the most part. I don't fucking care about, like, playing the original Mario Brothers, or Super Mario Brothers on, you know, the original NES format. If I want to do that, I'm gonna download a fucking emulator and play it for free. Or I'll just play the Super Nintendo version of Super Mario Brothers All-Stars, or whatever the fuck it is, or Super Mario All-Stars, where it's basically, a bunch of Mario games put into one Super Nintendo cartridge. And that's a lot better than playing the original NES, because I get more, and the graphics are a lot better, and the music is a lot more charming. It's not this lackluster NES kind of, like, style music. Although it is great, and it is nostalgic, I'll acknowledge that. But given the choice between the two, I'm gonna go for the Super Nintendo one, because that's what I grew up with. But, Nintendo, I'm sorry, you're kinda dumb. You're only charging people for internet services because PlayStation's doing it. Because Microsoft is doing it. And you feel that threatened because, oh, we don't want to lose money. We don't want to lose money. Fuck you! You make enough money from selling systems and games. You make some of the best games out there, Nintendo. You don't need to worry or be afraid that, you know, you're gonna fuck up and do something wrong that would warrant you having to actually be that fucking stingy with your money. Yes, the Wii U kind of flopped. But that's mainly because you didn't have, like, what, third-party support like most good games from other companies. You didn't want all that shit. You wanted to keep it kind of kiddie and child-friendly. And you were very stingy with that, too. But now look at you. You're opening up to more possibilities and more developers and more games. You got Skyrim, Dark Souls, Crash fucking Bandicoot, for God's sakes. One of your biggest rivals' mascots is having his game. All three of the original PlayStation games on your platform. On the Nintendo Switch. Come on, that's awesome. That's awesome to think about. And it's, in general, you're making smarter choices, from what I can gather. Nintendo doesn't need to do this. They want to do this because they just want more money. Which kind of, in my opinion, sets off, you know, a kind of I don't know, it gives me the impression they're more in it for the money than games, or actually, you know, the customer. And for the most cases, who could blame them? That's how business works. Most developers could give less than a shit about their fucking, you know, fans or supporters. Just look at No Man's Sky. The end of the game literally is a black fucking hole that sends you back to the beginning of the game. That's such a cop-out. And if I'm not mistaken, my friend Woodsy in chat here did not get a refund for that game. They wouldn't give it to him. Which is actually, if you say that you can give someone, you know, a fucking, like, okay, any game you buy on Steam, any fucking game you buy on Steam or anywhere else, you are given the option to get a refund if you haven't played for 2 hours or more. The fact that they weren't giving out refunds because they would have lost money, number one, that's illegal. Number two, you fucking retarded. Alright, what's the fucking song I need to play? Song of Time, how'd that go? Oh, hold on. Let's see. I won't defend them, changing from stuff like, this. This is, where PC is better, but from a price point, it's, the best value. I get that. In a sense, I'm glad about that, as now, it's actually good I haven't had to pay for any more for it. Though I did still pay £60 for it. What, No Man's Sky is actually good? Yeah, they probably had to fucking add in extra content or additional content or fix the ending or some shit. Because it was really fucking shit. It was terrible. It was garbage. And that's no fucking excuse coming from like, oh, well, they make good games. They have had other good games or something like that. I don't know who made No Man's Sky. In all honesty, I don't remember. But it's because I've tried to mentally block this shit from my subconscious because of how fucking retarded it is. It's no fucking excuse to make a poor-ass game and then sell it saying, oh, it's got a great ending or something like that, or it's just great in general. It's like, no, it fucking doesn't. I don't think they advertised it having a good ending, but I know they advertised the shit out of it and they overhyped it. It's like Jaws 4. Oh, that movie's gonna be great. They're overhyping the shit out of it. But then when you watch it, you see that it's a hot piece of ass. And not the good kind. I don't use that term at all. I just want everyone to know this. Oh yeah, take the food and run. Give me my shield, you fucking cunt. Give me my fucking tunic back. Thank you. Also, I'm wearing the tunic because, I don't know, this temple feels like it just works. It just works. Alright, so... Sure, there's an area over here where I'd have to play music, but I don't know. I'm gonna try. Took them 2 years to get to what they originally promised, but it's now good. I guess, but that's still inexcusable for what they released before. Not good enough, though, to make me want to constantly play it. Exactly. And that's where I believe the problem comes from. Put the fucking ocarina down, Link. Oh, god damn it. Now one of them is gonna grow and be a giant hand. Oh, no, never mind, we're good. I need that, fuck. I need those too, come on. Magic, hell yeah. I'm just saying, it's dumb. It's really dumb that shit's going the way it's going. I don't own a Switch. I'm gonna be honest. I do not own a Nintendo Switch. Do I want a Nintendo Switch? Hell fucking yeah, I want one. Play Breath of the Wild, Mario Odyssey, and a bunch of other good games like Payday 2, Skyrim, Stardew Valley, Undertale. Like, to play all those games on the go. And more. That's awesome, and I fucking want one. And as soon as, if I ever get one, I'm going to make a video of me reviewing it. Like, showing off the system, showing what it comes with, and all that jazz. I really very much want to do this. But unfortunately, I don't have the luxury of it. And, you know, that's just how shit goes. That's how it is. Nothing I can do about it, and nothing anyone else to my knowledge can do about it, which is perfectly fine. Eventually, I'm sure I'll get one. Even though it'll probably be, like, decently past its prime. I'll still get one eventually, probably. I got a Wii U, inevitably. I mean, why not? And I like the Wii U. Is there a fucking warning on TV? There was a goddamn warning on TV about, like, some weather or some shit. But anyways, my point being, there's a lot of good games for the Switch that I would genuinely want to play, especially the Insane Trilogy for Crash Bandicoot. I actually have fond memories of playing Crash Bandicoot at my cousin's house. Or in my cousin's room on her PlayStation 1. That was pretty awesome. So, for me to pay a fee to play certain things online, that's a little fucking dumb, don't you think? Like, you can say what you want about it, but I think it's kind of dumb that they're going to make you pay for certain things that should already be available to you. And again, I know the counter-argument, well, it is cheaper. I know. I understand that. But that's not a valid argument or a good enough excuse to say, hey, we're Nintendo. We're offering you cheaper than, you know, PlayStation Plus or Xbox, Microsoft Online or Xbox Online, whatever the fuck it is. We're going to charge you significantly less, but we're also still going to charge you. You don't have to do that, Nintendo. You want to do that. You've made so much money back from the Wii U's flop from games like Mario Odyssey, Breath of the Wild. And you have like a bunch of other games that are coming to the Switch that are, one, already on the Switch now, and certain games are soon to be. Fucking Final Fantasy VII is coming to the Switch. You know how awesome that is? That's one of the best games. What the fuck? Oh, that was one of the other pods. Okay. Final Fantasy VII is one of the greatest fucking games that I can remember from my childhood. I never played it. I don't have any nostalgia for playing it. But you know what I do have? I have memories of people that I actually watched play it. And it was good. I love the music, I love the story, I love the characters. It's good. But they could be, and they have Animal Crossing coming in 2019. Nintendo, do you know how much money you're gonna make from that? Do you know how many people are gonna fucking buy that game? You don't need to charge people for online services. You don't need to be scared. You know how long we've been waiting for another Animal Crossing game? Since 2011 or 2012. I'm pretty sure it was 2012. We've been waiting for new Animal Crossing since 2012. And don't say Happy Home Designer is one of them. Happy Home Designer is... to me, it's not a real Animal Crossing game. A real Animal Crossing game is building your own house, doing your own shit, doing all this great stuff. Like fishing, gathering resources, talking to villagers, making friends, doing all this awesome stuff. That's what Animal Crossing is. Not like building houses for other people. Did I like, Happy Home Designer? Of course I did. I enjoyed it. But that mainly probably comes from the fact that I actually got the game for free. Nintendo had a sweepstakes on Miiverse back when Miiverse was still around, and it was basically Happy Home Designer sweepstakes. Draw the best image, picture you can possibly do, and then, post it here with the hashtag of Happy Home Designer and stuff like that, and a few winners will be selected. Well, you know what? I did that sweepstakes. I won myself a free copy, and I'll actually post that image of of what I drew at some point later. Actually, I could just show that image right now. Hold on a sec. Give me a little bit. Downloads, I think, is where it is. Miiverse backup. There it is. Essence, common, image. That's icons. Font? That's something else. JS? That's not it. I think it's on the other one. User, image, icon. No. Me. No. Okay, here we go. Here we fucking go. I'm gonna take this off of this real quick. And I'm going to monitor capture. I drew a lot of images here, and this was the actual image that I did myself. Actually, no, we're just gonna open that with another one because that takes too long to load. Photo gallery. This is the image that I drew that won me a free copy of Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer. It's a little but I had to draw it on a... What the fuck was that? Well, we're still streaming, so whatever. But yeah, fucking looked at some of the images and whatnot from the trailer. I remember seeing, a fountain, some buildings, some stairs, some trees. I just drew that Tom Nook with a trophy because it was a sweepstakes. I kind of fucked up on it, though. I drew that, and it landed me a free copy of Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer. And you know what? That's pretty fucking good, and I'm proud of that. Let's see what we got here. Sounds like you were describing Stardew Valley, then. Building houses? Oh, you mean how I was describing Animal Crossing. Well, yeah, Stardew Valley took inspiration from Animal Crossing and... What was the name of the other game? Fuck, I don't remember what it was called. Can I use fire arrows? Can I just use fire arrows? Yes, I can. Harvest Moon, that was it. Animal Crossing and Harvest Moon were inspirations for Stardew Valley. That's what inspired the game. Yes, you fell down a hole. You didn't get game over, but you need to fight all these characters again. But yeah, I love Stardew Valley. I love Animal Crossing. Harvest Moon, yeah. That was the inspiration for Animal Crossing. Not Animal Crossing. Stardew Valley, sorry, I got really fucking distracted. And you know what? It was a great game. Stardew Valley is really great. I actually have a lot of memories, a lot of nostalgic memories, even though I haven't really been playing that game for too long. I haven't even been playing for a year, but I already have, like, nostalgic memories due to me playing with 2 friends. And those are memories that I can always hold on to, and memories that I will appreciate, because they remind me when I used to hang out with 2 friends that I no longer really talk to all that much. I talk to one of them, but the other one, I get the feeling he just doesn't really care anymore. But you know what? That's pretty sad, because he was actually a really cool guy. But the fact that he basically... It feels like he doesn't really want anything to do with me or any of the other shit that, It's just sad, and it sucks, and it hurts my feelings greatly. But what can you do? Answer, nothing. But no, I feel like Nintendo doesn't need to be making... They don't need to make people pay for online subscriptions or like online shit to be able to use their services. They don't need it. They really, honest to God, do not. The fact that they're making you have to, you know, pay for online. Again, although as cheap as it is, you shouldn't have to pay for it. Especially if you're not going to use it all that much. And then when it runs out, it's like, oh, well, fuck, I don't have that anymore. Oh, well. Not to mention the other shit thing that I want to mention right now. One of the features to paying online to use their services. You're basically paying to have cloud storage to back up all your save data from all the games you've ever played. In case you either break or lose your system, you can back that save data up from them through that. But that's really fucking shit because, like, PlayStation Plus does that. I believe if you buy a game, the very fucking least you can do is offer them a means of saving their backup data without having to actually, you know, pay for it. You paid for the system, you paid for the game. For any additional features like that is fucking bullshit and retarded. Oh, you paid for our game, but, you know, you're gonna have to pay if you want to back up your save data. You're gonna have to pay if you want to play online. Bullshit! I paid for it, I should be able to do it, cunt. Go fuck yourself. I really like Nintendo. I honest to God do. I love them. But they're basically being everyone else making games right now, and they need to not. They need to not be like them, and they need to stick to what they've been doing for the past couple years. That's how it was before, and that's how it should always fucking be. Otherwise, you're just being a fucking asshole. It's stupid. It's stupid, and it's honest to God, it's disgusting. Just because you want more fucking money. Woohoo! We're Nintendo. Fucking jump through our hoops. Give us your money. Give us more money after you've already paid for the system and our games that are like $50 to $60 a piece. Except for the Mega Man X Legacy Collection. That's really cheap. That which is great for me, because you get 8 games for the price of, like, not even $30. Let's see, I missed some stuff in chat. Funny thing, on 3DS version, I beat this temple today. Oh, that's awesome. Also, welcome to a million subs with no vids to the stream. Let's see, Yahtzee on 0 punctuation. Made a joke that Stardew Valley was Harvest Moon, that it killed it and was wearing its skin. Silence of the Lambs much? Never saw that movie, but I'm aware of it. Just duck underneath, it won't hit you. Yeah. I didn't need to do that. Actually, I think that's what you're supposed to do. But no. Nintendo's... I'm sorry. They're just being like everyone else. And that's literally like someone being a fucking sheep and saying, not having their own opinion about something. Like, oh, you know, this and that and all that. Like, where people basically buy into any information and use that as legit fact, just to prove an argument that they themselves didn't really either give a shit about and are only paying attention to it because of certain reasons. Like, have your own opinion. Do your own thing. Don't be a fucking sheep. Don't, like, have a reaction channel. Don't do, like, certain other things on YouTube that are fucking dumb to begin with. Like, I'm sorry. Reaction channels are another thing that get on my nerves. Like, you can do what you want. As long as it doesn't bother me, we're good. But still, I can't help but to wonder, like, why? Like, it's not every reaction channel that bothers me. Like, if someone does it right, I guess it can be okay. Like, if they're not a dick and they're only doing it because that's what they want to do, and they can actually be original with it, then fucking go right the fuck ahead. Fucking aces to you for making it original. But most channels are literally doing it because, oh, these people are doing it and it's easy money. Well, that's dumb. That's not an excuse. I'm doing gameplay videos, yeah, and a lot of people have done this way before me. I'm not original by doing it, and none of this is original. But I like playing games, and I'm actually doing something. Oh, fuck. But let's get off the topic of reaction channels, because if I keep getting into that, I'm just going to keep complaining. It's going to piss people off, and that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just sharing my opinion about something. Alrighty then. We are almost done with the Spirit Temple. Magic! I really fucking need that. I don't need it, I want it, but still. But the other thing is, if you... One other thing about the cloud save data for Nintendo and their shit. Excuse me. Must have been fucking from the chili dogs earlier. But with the cloud save data, if you don't pay your subscription every year, or if you do something wrong, well, not wrong, but if you do something in a specific way... Sorry, I'm fucking distracted, so I'm trying to think of what I'm supposed to do. Wait, I didn't even get the fucking key. What the fuck? Ladies and gentlemen, I am a tard. Alright, I need to go get the key. I forgot about that. Whoopsie doopsie. Cloud save data. You don't pay your subscription fee, and if it gets to the point where you have to renew it after it's been like out of service for at least a day or so, you lose all your cloud save data. You lose that, even though you paid for it. Even reactivating your subscription, or not subscription, you're renewing your shit. It's like, nope, you gotta jump through more hoops, and you've already lost it, so meh. They don't care. Before, I thought Nintendo was like, you know, caring and whatnot of their customers. Okay, cool. But now it just feels like they don't give a shit anymore, and that's sad. But I've gone on about this for a little while now. There's nothing else that I can say that I haven't already said. What the fuck? I got the free trial, but I'm not buying it in its current form. Also, hello to Breeze Dagger in chat. Welcome to the stream. Sorry, I'm kind of reading sideways. That's why it kind of takes me to read shit. But no, like I said, Nintendo shouldn't charge you for that. Unless they actually make it worth your while and do better, then no, fuck it. Nintendo, you're an asshole. You're great, but you're kind of a bit of a dick. I believe Nintendo can redeem themselves, though. I really do. Nintendo is more than capable of redeeming themselves. It's just whether or not they're actually going to remains to be seen. Got it. Now we can do the final boss for the area and basically go about the rest of the game. Whoops, I missed a door. Doesn't really matter, but I wanna. Okay, so... I don't really think I need anything for the boss fight, really. Other than this shield. Oh boy. Oh ho ho, what are you, Santa Claus? Looks like someone is here. Kome? I don't know how to pronounce that. He, of course. No one laughs like that. Looks like it, Kotake? What's with the weird fucking names? I never understood that. What an outrageous fellow he is, to intrude so boldly into our temple. Exactly. We should teach this outrageous fellow a lesson. Of course, but you're not actually going to do it. Oh, loyal minion. Yep, oh, loyal minion. Destroy this tuner on our behalf. Of course, you couldn't do it. You couldn't do it yourself, or you couldn't do it yourself. You goddamn. I'm sorry. How do you snap when you have like that shit on your arms? I'm gonna fucking get myself killed. Let's have you fucking hit this thing for me, please. That was pretty easy. Alright, cool. She looks... Another fucking warning on TV? What the fuck? Where am I? Also, sorry, I'll read chat momentarily. Well, looks like she's back to normal. She's just a little girl, but she commands a lot, she commands a lot of respect among the Gerudo. Cool. Why not? Maybe we should make her work for the Great Ganondorf for a little while longer. Then we should brainwash her again. Cool. Alright, now, before I actually go through the door, let's read a little bit of chat. Let's see. They could redeem themselves. is making the online good and adding back Virtual Console with GameCube games on it. 100% fucking agreed. You hit the nail on the head with that one. Do you have Bigoron sword? Yep, that's the sword I'm using. Okay. You're fine. I mess up on spelling and shit too. That's mainly because of autocorrect or whatever the fuck it is. But no, 100% agreed with you, my friend, on that one. Like, number one, I guess it'd be okay if number one, add back the fucking eShop, bring back Mii Maker, god damn it, Nintendo. Bring back the Mii Maker on there, because that was fucking badass. Bring back Virtual Console and bring the eShop. I mean, I'm pretty sure they have an eShop on there, but they don't have Virtual Console, which is a little bit of a missed opportunity. If that can run Wii games and Wii U games and whatnot, then it can run, obviously, NES, SNES, N64, GameCube, Game Boy Advance, DS, Game Boy Color. Like, come the fuck on, Nintendo. You can do so much with this. You can even run 3DS on there if you really wanted to. It's got more than enough hardware to do it. With my flame, I'll burn him to the bone. Let's see. With my frost, I will freeze him to his soul. Now, I'm not saying Nintendo should put 3DS games on there, but if they really wanted to, if they absolutely wanted to, by the time that the 3DS's lifespan completely runs out, and they don't make games for it anymore, then yeah, they very well could actually put 3DS games on their system. They could do that. Are you coming over here, you fiery bitch? No, you're not. I need more space between us. Where are you? You're supposed to be flying in front of each other, not doing this shit. There you go. Alright, cool. If it would stop locking on, then I could actually do this. Jesus Christ. One flaw of this. Can't lock or aim over there without locking on, unintentionally or otherwise. Alright, cool. Can y'all stay in the same general area, please? Oh, that's... What a bitch. You're gonna move over right as soon as she fires? What a fucking cunt. And I miss. It's not even that hard. It's just, for whatever reason, they want to move. Front, 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 front. There you go. We good now? Are we good? Are we good? Alright, come on. I think you're good now. Yep. Alright, okay, let's get serious now. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Not bad looking. Not gonna lie. And she sounds very youthful, too. But, meh. Why don't you two stay merged together in general? You two would be... You two sound much better and are much, like, more visually appealing this way. Can't aim if I can't put away the goddamn sword. That's the only problem with the Bigron sword. Bitch. Put the sword away, put the sword away, put the sword away, put the sword away, put the sword away! Jesus Christ, Link. I could pause the game and make him switch that way, but I shouldn't... I feel like I shouldn't have to. Gee, thanks. How do I just lock on? And this is the only time the game ever does this for you. Only time when it actually absorbs elemental powers and shoots it back. Fuck me, that was a lot faster than I thought it would be. Alright, cool. Shoot, what a fresh kid this time. What the fuck? I'm not even gonna bother reading this, it goes by too fast. Z down to remove target. Of course it's Z down. Okay, cool. I'll come back to haunt you. Of course you will. I found out in my last playthrough that you could absorb... No. You could absorb Ganondorf's energy thing with the mirror shield. Wait, you can absorb it with the mirror shield? What the balls? I didn't even know that. Well, you learn something new every day. Alright, we're only 4 heart pieces away from getting all of them, which I'm not gonna do. Mainly because I don't know which ones I do and don't have, so screw it. Also, I'm gonna turn off my 3DS now. Excuse me. Alright. Kid, let me thank you. Look what the little kid has become in the past 7 years. A competent swordsman. By the way, I really messed up. I was brainwashed by those old witches and used by Ganondorf to do evil will, of course, or do his evil will. But isn't it funny that a person... Another fucking warning on TV. That's like 5 or 6. What the fuck? That a person like me could turn out to be the Sage of Spirit. And now I'm going to fight them as one of the 6 sages. Or fight with them. I don't fucking know. I didn't actually read that. I'm more focused on the fucking warning I keep hearing on the TV. It's not annoying. I'm just surprised to hear so goddamn many of them. I'm going to pay them back for what they did to me. Of course he did. Or, well, they're already gone. Kid, No, Link, the hero of time. Instead of keeping the promise I made back then, I give you this medallion. Take it. Well, I mean, you could fulfill a promise, but, I don't really want to be Trap Link again. I don't want a cooler outfit to wear in the desert, plus it doesn't really affect me anyway. Ah, yes, the Spirit Medallion, the very last one we needed. Also, I do want to say that, in terms of timeline, I think Breath of the Wild comes, like, directly after Skyward Sword, in my honest opinion. If only I knew you would become such a handsome man. I should have kept the promise I made back then. It's probably something sexual, I would assume. Like, oh, you're so handsome. Well, it probably was a kiss or something. Link, the hero. God damn it, I wanted to say what I wanted to say, now I can't. Finally, all of us, the 6 sages, have been awakened. The time for the final showdown with the King of Evil has come. Before that, though, you should meet the one who is waiting for you. The one who is waiting for you at the Temple of Time. Cool. Anyway, one thing I do want to say... yeah, Breath of the Wild, in my honest opinion, comes directly after Skyward Sword, because the shield that was passed down through generations in that game is exactly the same shield as the one from Skyward Sword. Not to mention this, the Master Sword and the scabbard for it look exactly the same color and all from that of Skyward Sword. So, I'm led to believe that, you know, Skyward Sword, no, Breath of the Wild came after Skyward Sword. Not to mention, the land was barely even formed in that game. It was a wide open field with tons of mountains, small villages, and each race was there. I don't know if they were all united or not. I mean, technically they all were. But in my honest opinion, that came after Skyward Sword, 100% for sure. I've been waiting for you, Link. Link, the hero of time. You have overcome many hardships and awakened 6 sages. And now you have the final challenge, a showdown with Ganondorf, the King of Evil. Not gonna be all that hard, to be honest. Before that, I have things I want to tell you, only to you. Please listen. Another unknown legend of the Triforce passed down by the Shadow Folk, aka, or no, the Sheikah. Okay, of course, it's the Sheikah. Ah, Jesus fucking Christ. Here we go. Boring explanation of the goddamn Triforce. Blah, 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 blah. We get it. The 3 fucking goddesses did the thing. Racing place of the Sacred Triangle. The Sacred Realm. Mirror, blah, 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 blah. Sacred Realm, probably fucking Twilight, let's be honest. The heart of one who... got it. Look, we understand this. I'm not gonna read it. We know this. This game's been around for how long? Did you mean Ocarina of Time? But reason Breath of the Wild seems so barren is because there was an apocalypse 100 years before the events of the game. Well, I know that, but I'm saying the fact that the land is, you know, there was a big fucking thing that happened, Calamity Ganon. Let's be honest here. From what I've been told, Ganondorf became Calamity Ganon because he lost so many times that he just basically gave up, but became, you know, the true essence of evil itself. That's what I remember hearing from one of my friends. But in my honest opinion, this is how I look at it. Calamity Ganon. He doesn't look like the normal Ganondorf that we know today. In all honesty, this looks more like the fucking reincarnation of Demise trying to take true form. Trying to take its own form, but can't fully acquire such... Well, it can't actually do what it wants to do, so it's kind of left with what it is. At such a young, early stage in its life, before it could even take hold of its own form. 7 years ago, Ganondorf, the King of Thieves, used the door you opened into the Temple of Time and entered the Sacred Realm. But when he laid his hands on the Triforce, the legend came true. Of course, the Triforce, separated into 3 parts, only the Triforce of Power remained in Ganondorf's hands. The strength of the Triforce of Power enabled him to become a mighty, evil king, but his dark ambitions were not satisfied. To gain complete mastery of the world, Ganondorf started looking for those chosen by destiny to hold the 2 other Triforce parts. The one who holds the Triforce of Courage is you, Link. He doesn't even look surprised, just like, I kinda knew it. And the other who holds the Triforce of Wisdom is the 7th Sage, who is destined to be the leader of them all. Oh, big shocker. Her fucking gown in that one area with the Triforce on it has more design than the 3DS one does, sadly. It is I, the Princess of Hyrule, Zelda. I apologize for meeting you in disguise, but it was necessary to hide from the King of Evil. Please forgive me. You could have hid yourself, now you're about to be fucking captured as soon as you give me the light arrows, you dumb bitch. On that day, 7 years ago, Ganondorf attacked Hyrule Castle. God damn it. I saw you as I was escaping from the castle with my attendant Impa. Yeah, because I had just gotten the 3 fucking gemstones that you had me go and get. I thought I should entrust you the Ocarina, or I thought I should entrust the Ocarina to you. I thought that would be our best chance. Yeah, it was. Ganondorf actually got in because you had me fucking do all this shit, you dumb fucking bitch. This game has so many plot holes in it, it's not even fucking funny. As long as you had the Ocarina in your possession, I thought Ganondorf could never enter the Sacred Realm, but something I could never expect happened. Alright. After you open the door of time, the Master Sword sealed you away in the Sacred Realm. Yeah, because I was a kid, you dummy. Your spirit remained in the Sacred Realm, and then the Triforce fell into Ganondorf's hands. He went on to invade the Sacred Realm. Ganondorf had become the evil king, and the Sacred Realm became a word of evil. Cool. All of this is an unfortunate coincidence. No, it's not. You're fucking retarded. That's why it happened. I passed myself off as a Sheikah and hoped that you would return. I waited 7 years. And now that you are back, the Dark Age ruled by Ganondorf, the evil king, will end. Yeah, I gotta fix what you fucking started, dumbass. The 6 sages will open the sealed door and lure Ganondorf back into the Sacred Realm. Why would you want him in a realm that you wanted to get him out of? I will then seal the door to the Sacred Realm from this world. Thus Ganondorf, the evil king, will vanish from Hyrule. I get why they want to put him in the Sacred Realm. I'm not dumb. I'm aware of it. Link, in order to do this, I need your courage again. Please protect me while I do my part. And here is a weapon that can penetrate... Oh, that's sexual. Can penetrate the evil king's defenses. The power given to the chosen ones. The sacred arrows of light. You know what sucks? When you beat any Zelda game, you never actually get to keep the bow of light or arrows of light. That's fucking dumb. That'd be so great if you could just have that. Why you make a model for a game, for an item in a game that you're only going to use for like maybe a couple minutes at best. You got the light arrow. Got it. I'll read what you said in chat as soon as this cutscene is over. And then after that, I kind of want to rant for a little bit. That rumbling, it can't be. Princess Zelda, you foolish traitor. I commend you for avoiding my pursuit for 7 long years. But you let your guard down. I knew you would appear if I let this kid wander around. My only mistake was to slightly underestimate the power of this kid. Another warning on TV. No, it was not the kid's power I misjudged. It was the power of the Triforce of Courage. But with the Triforce of Wisdom that Zelda has, when I obtain these 2 Triforces, then I will become the true ruler of the world, of course. If you want to rescue Zelda, come to my castle. Oh boy. Alright, let's see. There is a monument in Breath of the Wild that says something about a Zora girl, Ruto, who was once in love with a hero or something like that. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. That's either talking about, what's the name of that one Zelda? Not Zelda. What's the name of that one Zora girl? Mipha? Yeah, Mipha. It's either talking about her, or if it's older than that, then it probably is a nod to Ocarina of Time. But I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. Nintendo doesn't have the right to make the timeline for this game anymore. They fucked up too many times, and when the people themselves can't even figure it out, they don't deserve to actually have the luxury and the distinct honor of coming up with the timeline itself. Alright, because it's retarded. Years and years ago, when Ocarina of Time was released, Nintendo was like, Miyamoto was like, when he was being interviewed, the game order goes, let's see, what was it? What the fuck was it? Ocarina of Time, the original Legend of Zelda, Zelda 2, Link's Adventure, Link to the Past somewhere in there, I think. No, Link to the Past was at the very end of that. Which didn't make a whole lot of sense. So we had a sequel, a prequel to the sequel, a prequel to the prequel, and a sequel to the prequel. To quote the angry video game nerd. I was actually watching that earlier today. Fucking love that guy. Yeah, if they can't figure it out, then they don't deserve to have the distinct honor of actually making a timeline. I'm sorry, Nintendo, but you fucked up too many times. Like, it's stupid how many times they fucked it up. What else do I need? Bombs. Bombs would be nice. Alright. I'll just buy everything, honestly. Buy some of these just in case. Pointless too, but when am I ever gonna use rupees again? But no, that's the long and short end of it. In my opinion, some games can link together, but other games are just like, you know what? No. They don't all need to fit together for it to work. None of the games need to fit together for them to actually fit. Do I have all 3 fairies? Yes, I do. So, yeah, that's basically how I see it. In all honesty, it'd just be faster to warp. Because here's how I view the timeline. Obviously, Skyward Sword was the very first Zelda game. That shows how he got the tunic and the fucking Master Sword. And the Hylian Shield. It also explains why the Hylian Shield has a red bird on it, because of Link's red Loftwing. It was a very rare breed of Loftwing, and it was the only one of its kind to be seen within God knows how long. And supposedly, red Loftwings are hard to tame, but It paired with Link just fine. So, Breath of the Wild, I would say, comes after Skyward Sword, because, again, the Master Sword and the Scabbard looks exactly how it does. The exact same way and design from Skyward Sword. Now, you can make the argument and say, oh, well, Twilight Princess has the same design and whatnot for the Master Sword and its Scabbard. Yes, it does, but it doesn't have the same shield. Not to mention the Master Sword is a little bit more of a darker color, and the Hylian shield for that one, well, obviously, no. The Scabbard is more of like a bronze, like a dirty bronze kind of gold color, rather than just being straight up light blue and gold. So you think the colors and whatnot would change with age and whatnot over time. So I would say, like, I know, like, there's a lot of stuff in Breath of the Wild, like, oh, you know, the Lon Lon Ranch where it looks like the exact same one, the Ranch Ruins or whatever the fuck it is, where it looks like the ranch from Ocarina of Time. Fair enough, but how do you go? How do you fucking go from that Master Sword from Skyward Sword looking amazing and have all that detail to looking like this, and then back to that? That doesn't make any sense. Same could be said for pretty much every other Zelda game. But the Hylian shield is different, the Scabbard is different, it's all different. So if you want to go by actual, like, looks, I would say Skyward Sword, Breath of the Wild, at some point along the lines, Twilight Princess. Like, let's be honest, I don't want to fit all the games in a timeline, because it's basically borderline impossible. Like, there are games that I feel fit together better than others, and there are games that, you know, try to fit in with a timeline in the series, but they just do a shit job at it because of how it's been worked out. And there's no excuse for it. Like, Ocarina of Time has a sequel, and that's Majora's Mask. Majora's Mask has this, well, it doesn't have a sequel, but Ocarina of Time has two sequels. Majora's Mask and, Wind Waker. Wind Waker has a sequel, and that's, Phantom Hourglass. Phantom Hourglass has a sequel, and that's Spirit Tracks. But they're all so radically different from each other that it doesn't even fucking matter. In my honest opinion, it does not matter. They can all tie into each other as much as they want, but in my honest opinion, it remains to be seen. It remains to be seen in a very specific way. Is it still good? Yes. But it's so flawed. It's so fucking flawed and so difficult that it's just almost impossible, really. Oh, what the fuck? Why you have me do this shit? Alright, so I need bombs. You know, when I recorded this game, after I tried streaming it, I couldn't actually get some of these games, or some of these parts of the game. It got to the point where I legit cut out some of these parts. I cut out all these little trials, and only recorded myself, you know, getting to the castle, and then basically, doing the end of it, which is basically going to fight Ganondorf. But now I can actually do this. Alright, let's read what we got. I think the Master Sword is supposed to look the same since it's all the same masters, or Master Sword. But they wanted to make the graphics better. Yeah, I know. Yeah, they released an update, or an updated timeline, I think like a year ago. but I don't really care about the timeline. Exactly. No, who the fuck gives a shit about the timeline? I'll acknowledge that I have my own opinion on it, but that's for shits and giggles. Like, I like Zelda for what it is. Just don't give a shit about the timeline. Just play the fucking game. You know it's a good game. I know it's a good game. We all love this game. Just play the goddamn game and stop worrying about a timeline that's literally up a hyena's ass. Because who the fuck cares? I don't care. I don't want a timeline. Oh, I do. I wouldn't mind a timeline, but who honestly cares? But again, I will come up with theories and whatnot for my own personal gain in terms of entertainment and shits and giggles. Take what I want seriously or not. Believe what you want. It's all personal preference. But if you're going by logic, again, I would say Breath of the Wild comes after Skyward Sword. That's one thing I can't get over. Alright. Also, again, Zelda is a dumbass, and I didn't get to talk about this because I got too sidetracked. The one thing that I want to say is, Zelda, you're fucking dumbass. The Great Deku Tree, you're a fucking dumbass. If you hadn't given Link a fairy and sent him to go get the fucking emerald, the Kakiri emerald from inside of you, like, none of this shit would have happened. Let's be perfectly honest with each other here. And now I just realized I gotta waste a goddamn fairy so I can use this shit. Oh well, so long fairy. I'll end up getting another one later, but still, it's pretty dumb. Zelda, again, if no one had sent Link on this quest, Ganondorf wouldn't even be an issue. Ganondorf wouldn't be an issue. You wouldn't have to worry about any of this. He wouldn't have gotten into the Sacred Realm, because number one, he needs the Ocarina of Time. Number two, in order to actually get the, to do this shit, he needs to get the 3 Sacred Stones. In order to get the 3 Sacred Stones, he'd need to go to all 3 areas. And Jesus fucking Christ, this game is horrible in terms of story. Like, don't get me wrong, I love this game, I love it to shit, it's a fucking great-ass game, but there's so many plot holes in it. If Link never would have gotten the 3 stones, they would have been guarded by the bosses in those areas. I fucked up. Another warning on TV, goddammit. I think I fucked up. I fucked up. I need to restart. I'm a dumbass. Alright, let's see. Well, maybe, he put a curse on the Deku tree to kill it. He blocked, he blocked the Dodongo's cavern, with a giant boulder, and then he made Jabu, swallow the other spiritual stone. Granted, the Gorons not being able to get, rid of the boulder, makes no sense on its own. Another fucking warning on TV, goddammit. I'll agree with you on... Well, no, wait, no. Why would Ganondorf hide the 3 sacred stones? Why would Ganondorf go out of his way and hide 3 fucking stones? That doesn't make sense. I'm Ganondorf, I'm gonna hide 3 stones so we can find them, get the Ocarina of Time, and open the Sacred Trial. There's no fucking way he would have been able to predict that. And if anyone says that he did, you can go fuck yourself right now. There's no fucking way that would happen. No way. That's way too fucking perfect. That's too perfect. So, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that one. That's awful. That's just awful. If that's the case, that's terrible, and Nintendo should feel bad about it. I'll acknowledge that this game is good, but the story is borderline retarded. Again, Ganondorf never would have gotten into the Sacred Realm because, again, in order to get into the Sacred Realm, he needs the 3 stones, alright. He needs the Ocarina of Time, okay. And he also needs to be able to fucking pull the Master Sword. The Master Sword is evil's bane. Nothing evil can touch that sword. From what Nintendo has described it as, nothing evil can possess that sword except for the true chosen hero. Which doesn't make sense because Zelda was able to wield it for a short period of time, which I find a little bit stupid. But that was to thicken the plot of Breath of the Wild. Because in my honest opinion, only the true hero can touch that sword. The fact that Zelda was able to touch the sword... Fucking goddamn it. You fucking bitch. You soil thine blade with your unworthy hands. And anyone else touching it would... I know some people will probably say, oh, you're being a little sexist there. It's like, nope. I just want the true hero to have it. I don't want anyone else to touch it. That might sound a little dumb or a little retarded, but come on. It was said that it can only be wielded by the chosen hero, and you're gonna have Zelda carry it? Then again, it was decrepit, so I'm sure if it was intact... Actually, hold on. Zelda was a goddess, was she not? And she is one of the 7 sages. Okay, never mind, it makes sense again. It makes sense again. I retract that thought. But aside from those two, Link is basically the only person that can draw the sword. Zelda can, you know, pick up the sword, but I don't think she can actually use it to its full potential, unless she actually really needed to. But, again, I don't know. Let's see. I don't think he hit it. I think he wanted to kill the tree, and when it died, he would steal it. But I still don't get why the Gorons couldn't just blow up the... Yeah, they got fucking bombs, and they eat rocks. Gorons eat rocks. Why did they have such a big problem, like, oh no, the cavern with the most tasty rocks is closed. God fucking damn it. Well, you eat rocks. Bite the bullet, eat the fucking nasty-ass rock if it doesn't taste good. And get in there and get your fucking rocks. Don't just stand there like a bunch of idiots saying, oh, we can't get in, we're gonna fucking starve to death. You're not gonna starve, you fucking retards. They eat rocks, and they're basically rocks. That's why they're fucking dumb. Gorons are the dumbest pieces of shit in the entire series. Now you could say, oh, some Gorons were smart. Well, you're right, some were smart. But what about the Goron in fucking Majora's Mask? He wasn't very smart, he got himself fucking killed. He got himself killed trying to save his people from whatever the fuck that thing was that Skull Kid had fucking caused. I call it goat. That fucking thing. So, let's be honest, Gorons are fucking borderline retarded. I just walked on an invisible platform. How do you manage that? Alright, but, long story short, there's no way Ganondorf would have been able to get into the Sacred Realm. Yes, he could have killed the Deku Tree, or made that happen, and basically stole the Emerald. And hell, he could have gotten the Goron's ruby. Well, no. Darunia, or whatever the fuck his name was, he had the Emerald. Or no, the ruby. He took the ruby because the Gorons were gonna fucking eat it. If anything, why not have the Gorons eat the goddamn ruby? Because at least then, Ganondorf would never get it, and it would be in literal pieces. It would go through their digestive system, and he'd never get that ruby. Why would you want to defend something that can cause so much problems? Why wouldn't you just let your people eat it? Also, yeah, again, he could have gotten all 3 of them, but without the Ocarina of Time, it was fucking pointless. Can you just hit it? I'm wasting magic. What are you doing? Look, I'm just saying. There's no fucking way he would have been able to get into the Sacred Realm by any of the stuff that I'm... Fuck you, gravity! I'm wasting countless arrows and magic because of you. I can't even fucking see with the fire. Alright, so what I need to do is fuck that thing, just go. Don't even hit it again, just fucking go. Oh, come on! I'm getting so fucking worked up about, like, getting past this while I'm trying to talk, and it's, like, fucking me up badly. This is why I paused the game where I just stop playing for a little bit while I talk, because then I fuck up. Alright, let's see. You literally blow up the boulder by throwing a bomb. Exactly. I think he died because the giant Goron blew him off the... The giant Goron's a fucking asshole. Yeah, I don't know how he would have drawn the Master Sword. Exactly. And why did they want to open the Sacred Realm anyway? I don't think they wanted to open the Sacred Realm. It was literally, I guess, the whole thing of, it's Zelda's fault, it's the Sage's fault. By drawing the sword, it opens the Sacred Realm. The sword is what sealed the Sacred Realm. But they needed to get the Master Sword because Link needs to stop Ganondorf. He needs the Master Sword, which is evil's bane and the only way to save us. That's literally it. That's literally fucking it. But, again, he didn't need to defeat Ganondorf. Ganondorf wouldn't have been all-powerful if he didn't get the Triforce of Power. And he wouldn't have gotten it if Link hadn't drawn the Master Sword. There are so many fucking plot holes in this game, it's not fucking funny. It's fucking retarded. It's literally that fucking dumb how much you can fuck up. Or how much that they fucked up by actually doing all this. It's so dumb. Which is one reason why I don't understand why this game gets as much praise as it does. This is a good game from a gameplay standpoint. Yes, I enjoy the holy fuck out of it. But when it comes down to it, let's be honest. Ganondorf wouldn't have gotten shit. Can I not grab onto that? Yes, I can. Fuck you, game. Ganondorf wouldn't have gotten shit. I stand by that. Oh, I don't even need to waste that. I just need a fire arrow. Technically, I didn't even need to hit that. Oh well. I'm sorry, but from a gameplay standpoint, or from gameplay perspective, and like, you know, the things you gotta do, and you know how fun certain things can be, the music, the characters, all that jazz, yeah, it's all well said and done, but in terms of story, it's fucking retarded. Not to mention, spoiler alert for anyone that doesn't know this game, at the end of the game, Zelda asks Link for the Ocarina of Time back and then sends him back 7 years so he can relive his lost childhood. Little did she know, by sending him back in time, Ganondorf eventually got out. I used to think, oh, Link left and he never fucking came back. That is the case, that is true, yes. But what had actually happened was Ganondorf got out. Ganondorf had gotten out of the Sacred Realm sometime after he was imprisoned. Link was supposed to be able to stop him, but surprise, surprise, he didn't. Reason for this? Link left in search of Navi. He never fucking came back. And because he never came back, he was never able to stop Ganondorf again. And because of that, the Hyrule was flooded because of it. Hyrule was fucking flooded because no one was there to stop Ganondorf, and they couldn't just let Ganondorf waltz in and take what he wanted and do whatever he wanted. No, that's retarded. Can you just grab that, Link? Thank you. So, when you look at it from that perspective, it's literally that fucking retarded. I do enjoy this game. Yes, I love this game a lot. It's actually really good, and it holds a lot of nostalgic value for me from when I played it back, in 2012 when my first girlfriend had this game. She introduced me to Ocarina of Time, which I didn't even know existed. At least I think... No, wait, I did know about it. What other... Oh, Oracle of Seasons and Oracle of Ages were games I didn't know existed. At least I think. I don't know. Point is, I was unaware of one of the games. I actually wanted to play Ocarina of Time, I believe. I'm not entirely sure. But... Look, my point being, she had this game for the N64. Thanks, game! You're not gonna make me do this again, are you? Nope. Okay, we're good. So... I played this, and I played the 3DS version of it. Where the fuck was I going with this? Oh yeah, it has nostalgia for me because I played it back in 2012. I enjoy this game thoroughly, and I think it's pretty good. I just think the story for it is absolute fucking AIDS. Alright, let's see. And hello to Javier Vasquez in chat, I believe. I don't know if that's how it's pronounced, but welcome anyway. The ending does seem weird when you learn about Wind Waker. Exactly my point. In my honest opinion, Nintendo can make as many Zelda games as they fucking want, and I'll keep playing and buying them because I love Nintendo and I love the fucking Zelda series. I don't like Zelda because I'm biased. I like Zelda because I genuinely like the story, the characters, and the music. It's all not that bad. It's pretty good. But when they try and make sense of shit that doesn't make sense at all, that's when I want to go ahead and say, I'm sorry, Nintendo, but you fucked up, and you fucked up bad. I don't know how you managed this, but you did. You somehow managed to do it. I don't know how you... I'm impressed. I'm fucking impressed how you managed to do it, Nintendo. I'm impressed how bad the story for Ocarina of Time is. I'm impressed that you actually thought this through, and were like, yeah, that makes sense. I'd buy it. That makes sense. The story's pretty good. It fits in with the timeline. I'd buy it. I don't buy it, Nintendo. I think it's fucking retarded. But the game is actually... The gameplay and whatnot is alright. You did a good job, alright? You made Majora's Mask. You made all these other Zelda games. And they're good. Alright? I'll give you that. But I'm goddamn surprised that they were able to fucking make this shit and people just ate it up like it was their favorite snack food. Like, that's pretty fucking impressive. Regardless of it, it's still good. Hey! Shut up, Navi. The plot isn't, that bad. The plot really is that fucking bad, though. As we were just discussing, Ganondorf would have never gotten into the Sacred Realm to get the Triforce of Power. if one, Link didn't go and get the 3 stones and acquire the Ocarina of Time and the Master Sword. If Link hadn't gotten the Master Sword, all would have been fine, you know, all well said and done. Ganondorf would have never gotten it. Ganondorf would have never... Another fucking warning on TV, god damn it. Ganondorf would have never gotten it. He never would have gotten into the Sacred Realm, and he never would have fucking got the goddamn thing, okay? He never would have gotten the stone. And I'm genuinely sorry for anyone that is actually offended by this, but... Again, Ganondorf would have needed the 3 stones, he would have needed the Ocarina of Time, and even after all that's said and done, he wouldn't have been fucking able to actually do, to get in there. Because, one, he can't pick up the Master Sword. Only Link and Zelda, to my knowledge, can pick up the Master Sword, because it's Evil's Bane. Nintendo clearly didn't think this through. And when they did... I'm sorry, Nintendo, but when you really think about it from a technical standpoint, it doesn't make much sense. He never would have gotten in, he never would have gotten the Triforce of Power, and none of this shit would have happened. Again, even if he did all that shit to actually get the 3 Sacred Stones and the Ocarina of Time, it wouldn't have fucking mattered. He was watching Link throughout his travels anyway, he just admitted to that. Or at least he watched as an adult. So it doesn't fucking matter. So he knew everything, he let it happen, and just... shit. I'm sorry, but the plot to this is absolute fucking AIDS. Nintendo dropped the ball, they didn't think it through, and it's awful. Do I still like the game? Of course I do. I wouldn't be playing it right now if I didn't. Do I hate the storyline for it? Kinda. Well, I don't hate it, but I definitely do think it's flawed, and I think that anyone that stands by this and says, oh, Ocarina of Time is the perfect fucking Zelda game. No, it's not. You're a fucking idiot. You're biased because of nostalgia, and you just refuse to believe otherwise. That's literally like me saying, no, if I was... Okay, hold on. If Overwatch didn't have any problems with it, and I said, oh, you know, TF2 is better than Overwatch, and I didn't know about any of this shit, nor did I have anything to back it up, then yes, you could call me biased. But because I actually have legit information as to why TF2 is better than Overwatch, and why I believe the story is kind of shit for this, like, I have plenty proof to prove my case. That's the long and short end of it. If anyone wants to disagree with me, by all means. I'm not going to argue with you, and I'm not going to tell you otherwise, but I've basically poked holes in anything that anyone can tell me. If anyone wants to say otherwise, then, you know, by all means. That's your choice. That is your fucking choice to make, and I'm not going to tell you what you can and can't think. But I am going to tell you what I believe is the right answer. Breath of the Wild does have an inconsistent and incoherent plot, though. That game really, or barely, makes sense. With the rest of the franchise, that version of Zelda didn't make sense with her actions. Exactly. That's true, I agree, although I do have to point out that Ganondorf was still doing evil deeds in the land anyway. Cursing the Deku Tree, blocking the entrance to the Dodongo's Cavern, Jabu Jabu, etc. Yeah, but here's the thing. Here's the thing that I can actually say as a counter-argument. Gorons eat rocks. Even if it was disgusting to them, they could have still eaten the fucking rock. Come on. They could have still eaten the rock. Even if it was out of desperation just to get inside, they could have still done it. They could have still done it. So, that problem, that's out of the way anyway. Not to mention, like, Darunia was the one that had the fucking, the ruby. Beating the boss of Dodongo's Cavern does not give you the Goron's Ruby. Darunia is the one that gives you the Goron's Ruby. The Great Deku Tree, before he dies, gives you the Sapphire. And Princess Ruto, well, she gives you, Wait, she gives you the Sapphire. Deku Tree gives you the Emerald, and Goron obviously gives you the Ruby. Like, it's a literal no-brainer in the sense of, they fucked up. I'm sorry, there's nothing that anyone can say that would actually turn me away from saying that the adventure for this one is 100% stupid and pointless. There's nothing that will turn me away from that. Every Zelda game is flawed, yes, but it's the question, still, not question. They're all still good games is what I'm saying. They're all good games at heart. I don't care about the storyline, and the plots for some of the games are in fact questionable, yes. Like, I'm focusing more on Ocarina's plot than I am on any other plot. Like, what the fuck? Gathering fucking Triforce shards in Wind Waker, like, yeah, let's talk about that, but... Oh, I'm not actually going to, but I can understand. Most of them are flawed, but Ocarina of Time, this game gets way more praise than it deserves. That's why I'm shitting on it so hard right now. I'll agree and acknowledge that this is a good game. But from a technical standpoint, due to story and plot, it's fucking flawed as all shit. And again, that's the long and short end of it. So, yeah. It's everyone's fault that Ganondorf was able to get the Triforce of Power. It's everyone's fucking fault. Everyone. You're doing more bad than you're doing good. Great game. Bad story. Bad plot. But good nonetheless. Alright, let's see. I think Ganondorf would have been able to get all three of them, but that's only because the Gorons don't just blow up the boulder. Well, they could have blown up the boulder, but they're retarded. They're made of fucking rock. Hell, the way they fucking reproduce, they probably slam into each other till a chip falls off, and then they're like a worm where you cut off one end and it just kind of becomes a whole other one entirely. But, in my honest opinion, number one, he wouldn't have gotten the ruby anyway if Darunia wasn't such a fucking idiot. Because, spoiler alert, well, not spoiler alert, but, the Gorons of the village wanted to eat the fucking ruby. They wanted to eat the ruby, because they eat rocks. That's what they do. And gemstones are especially tasty to them. So, I question why Darunia didn't just let them eat the ruby. Why would he protect and guard a sacred stone when he could just let his people eat it, or he could eat it himself, and it would go through his digestive system, and basically, it would be no longer existent. Therefore, one of the three stones wouldn't be in existence anymore, and it would be virtually impossible to get in. Granted, the door to the Master Sword is made of stone, so you can easily just blow it the fuck up. Lord knows that building ends up in ruin in Twilight Princess, and pretty much every other game. But they could have eaten the fucking ruby. One of them could have eaten the ruby. Again, he never would have fucking got it. And yes, Ganondorf would be doing evil still, but he wouldn't be as strong, and eventually, fate would catch up with him, and he'd be fucking put to execution, and that'd be the long and short end of it. Then the next Ganondorf would just be an incarnation of that Ganondorf, or basically, demise. The fact that they let Ganondorf get so far, so easily, he's basically the same Ganondorf in every single game at this point. Because every single Ganondorf has the Triforce of Power. He never would have gotten it if he didn't get it in this one. So, this game is flawed. Very, 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 very badly in that sense. But again, I'm not dissing the game on gameplay. I'm dissing it on plot. But, what the fuck ever. The game is fun, so why not? I'm surprised more people don't fucking hate this game, to be honest. Like, I like the game. I like the music. That's probably why people like it. This is probably the sense of both nostalgia and it's like... It's literally the equivalent to that of Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure DX. Both piles of fucking hot garbage, but due to the fact of nostalgia, and the fact that they're actually okay games due to gameplay and the Chow Gardens and whatnot, the story can eat a dick, but the game itself is fun, and, you know, it has its own distinct charm. So this is a Sonic Adventure scenario where no one gives a shit about the timeline or the story, or no one gives a shit about the story. It's both nostalgia and gameplay is what's drawing them back into it. And the music. The music's pretty fucking good. So, that is how I view this game. I like it, I'll always come back to it, but I'm not gonna deny that it's kinda shit. Say what you want. Judge me if you want. Say what I think what you want. This is just how I view it, and this is how I think it is. Good game, though. Good game. Alright, let's read chat. I probably pissed off a lot of people with that. I do believe that... Actually, I'm reading sideways, so I'm gonna have to fucking... Alright, let's see. I do believe that, with enough pressure, the three races, would have eventually given the spiritual stones to him. Then with all three stones, all he would have needed was the Ocarina plus Link. And the entrance of the Sacred Realm would have been opened. But here's the thing. Here's the goddamn thing. Link was in the, the Kokiri Forest. Ganondorf didn't know who he was until he actually started doing shit. He was placed in the Kokiri Forest for his own protection. Eventually he probably would have fucked off from the forest once he realized he wasn't one of them and he would have aged. But... let's be fucking honest here. Link would have either died due to being ill-equipped, or just, would have fucked off and done other shit, and he wouldn't have known about any of this. Ganondorf would never have known that he was the hero, therefore he would never have used him to actually get the sword. Plus, the Ocarina, Zelda had the Ocarina, and she actually escaped. Granted, Link actually created a little bit of a, diversion, so to speak, because Ganondorf stopped and asked Link where they went. He didn't know who he was until he said that he was going to stop him and protect them. He didn't know and he didn't care until he got that information. Therefore, he never would have gotten Link to get the Master Sword. He never would have gotten the Ocarina of Time. He would have gotten the stones, but he needs the Song of Time, and he needs the Ocarina, and he can't just make his own or get a normal Ocarina. It has to be the Ocarina of Time specifically. Zelda would have either, hidden the Ocarina of Time, or basically destroyed it to keep it away from him. Because you never see the Ocarina of Time again in any other game, and, you see it in Ocarina of Time, obviously. You see it in Majora's Mask. But Link took the Ocarina far, far away. But he didn't need it at that point. So that argument has already been debunked. I've already poked holes in that one too. To be honest, this game's plot has its moments, still. It's not perfect, but if you take it on its own without thinking of the rest of it, or of the timeline, it's good. A lot of people mean 6 people watching the stream, yeah. But, another fucking warning on TV, goddammit. Look, I poked holes in what you just said, but I'm not being an asshole by saying it. I'm just saying that it never would have happened. Because you gotta really think about it on, like, a technical standpoint of where Link would be, you know, from the forest. And again, I'm not trying to sound like a dick or be mean on that. I'm just saying, like, well, I've thought about this for a long time, and I put a lot more thought than I really should have with this. And I basically debunked a lot of theories. It all comes down to if he didn't get the Ocarina of Time, because he wouldn't have been able to draw the Master Sword, and again, he wouldn't have known it was Link. He wouldn't have been able to get all the stones, and even if he did, so fucking what? He wouldn't have been able to actually do anything about it. That is literally the long and short end of it, and there's no other way around it. It doesn't matter what anyone says. It all comes down to, again, he never would have known who Link was, he wouldn't have known who the true hero was, and that's it. That's really fucking it. I'm not being... I sound like I'm getting pissed off about it, but I'm more or less pissed off that this is the way that the game has to go. Not because people are trying to prove me wrong and say, oh, this could have happened or this could have happened. I'm pissed off that it had to go the way it did. And yes, again, the game on its own is really fucking good. Don't get me wrong, it's fantastic. But for those who care about story, you know... That's it. That's really fucking it. Good game. Good fucking game. But, you know, it is what it is. And I thoroughly enjoy this game. I wouldn't be streaming this game right now if I didn't enjoy it. I love this game. This game has given me something to do in times where I didn't have anything to do back in high school. And I love it. But I'm not going to deny that Nintendo was kind of a little bit smoking crack when they made this story for this. Again, Nintendo would never ever want to fucking support or sponsor me in any way because of me insulting them so goddamn much. And you know what? That's perfectly fine. Kinda want to go back. I can't even go through the door, fuck it. Good game. Overall, good game. But again, it's flawed. We made it to the end of the game. Before I go through this door, I'm going to read a little bit of chat. Actually, according to the Hyrule Historia, the Ocarina of Time, or the Ocarina from Minish Cap and A Link to the Past is the same Ocarina from Ocarina of Time. Ganondorf is a Demon King, reincarnated. He could have very well had figured out that Link was the hero who was meant to open the Sacred Realm. He would have taken him and forced him to open it. I almost 100% guarantee you that is not the case for that one. Also, the whole thing with the Ocarina of Time, or the Ocarina from all those other games being the same as the Ocarina of Time, fair point, but here's the thing. Nintendo is fucked up on the timeline, therefore what they say I don't believe is canon unless it legit makes sense. If that wants to be the same Ocarina, fuck it, it can be the same Ocarina. But Ganondorf would have never have found it. It probably would have been taken far away out of Hyrule. There is other places that he couldn't have possibly known where it would have been. And that, again, he would never have known that it was Link. Another fucking warning on TV, god damn it. He would never have known that it was Link, because again, Link was a normal human. He didn't know that it was him, or he didn't know that he was the true hero until he was tasked with getting the 3 stones. And once he had the 3 stones, and he actually, like, because he said, you, boy, did you see a horse with white, or did you see a white horse with, like, 2 people go by here? He didn't know that it was him at the time. And he never would have known. He never would have fucking known. I don't care what anyone says, he never would have figured it out. He's not a fucking psychic. Link would never have probably figured it out. Because he didn't get the Triforce of Courage until he opened the Sacred Realm, and that's kind of the same way with Zelda, too. Neither one of them would have gotten their, respected Triforce piece unless it was opened. But, in all seriousness, if that Sacred Realm hadn't gotten opened, and if they hadn't gotten the Triforce Shards, none of the games would have had any meaning, and none of the games would have actually happened. But I am going to say that, to prevent all this, they could have done so much to do it. He never would have found who Link was. Never. And even then, again, he never would have probably gotten the Ocarina of Time. His chances of getting that were literally like Jesus on the sun shitting in a Wendy's cup. That's how much of a chance he would have had. That's never going to happen. And the chances of it happening are very unlikely. Same with him getting the Ocarina of Time. Plus, even if he got it, I doubt he knows how to play it. And if he knew how to play it, it probably wouldn't have worked for him. And if it did, good job. But again, he never would have known he never would have known Link was the true hero. I highly fucking doubt he would have known. That's the issue I'm trying to get from this. Ironically, the Ocarina in those games has nothing to do with the opening, or with opening a door to the Triforce. Its only purpose is to warp Link around. Yeah, that's another thing. That was kind of weird. That was another thing that was kind of weird. Look, again, you can say what you want, but in all honesty, I really highly fucking doubt Ganondorf would have found Link. Ganon's not that smart. Oh, he is smart, but he's not that smart. And I really doubt it. I honest to God doubt it. Hell, Ganondorf wouldn't have gotten all 3 Triforce Shards if Link didn't show up to this area. But that's to thicken the plot, isn't it? The Triforce parts are resonating. They are combining into one again. The 2 Triforce parts that I could not capture on that day 7 years ago, I didn't expect they would be hidden within you 2. See, he didn't know. Or, I don't know, because he knew Zelda had it. Fuck me, I don't fucking know anymore. And now, finally, all the Triforce parts have gathered here. These toys are too much for you. I command you to return them to me. Link, I can't help you because of the way... You're the most worthless piece of shit in the entire game. Fuck you. Alright, cool. Wow, I never failed that. Alright, cool. Ooh. I want to see if this actually, takes it in. I mean, it protects against it, but it doesn't really do anything. Ganondorf could have still forced Link and Zelda to play the Ocarina and remove the Master Sword. He was smart enough to trick the Twilight, Twilight Princess into letting him take a physical form. I mean, fair enough, but again, he probably would have gotten Zelda, but he never would have gotten Link. He never would have gotten the Triforce of Power or Wisdom. He wasn't as strong until he got the Triforce Shards. That's one thing we need to get. And spread the Twilight through the Hylian world. Exactly. Use Mirror Shield to block energy attacks. See if it works. I don't think I'm remembering wrong. It was only a few days ago. Oh, you just did it. Yeah, it blocks them, but it doesn't take in the energy. Plus, I'm not denying that Ganondorf could have played the Ocarina to open the door himself. He probably could have opened the door by himself. 100% he could have done that. Yeah, doing this with a Bigoron sword is a little bit harder. I'm just saying, there's really no way that he would have been able to get in there. And even if so, at least it would have taken a lot longer than 7 years. Yep, once you miss the shot, there's no way of redeeming it. You have to wait for him to actually do this shit again. But you know what? Again, it doesn't really matter in the end. It is the way it is, and we can't really change that. But we can still poke holes and come up with theories. Damn it, Ganondorf, you fucking dumbass. Are you for fucking real right now, game? Are you shitting me? Oh, you didn't hit him despite the fact the sword clearly went through him. You were at an angle. That's fucking horse shit. Dumb. He probably has like one more hit and then that's it. I fucking laid into him that time. There's no way it's not like more than one hit. Yep, I was right. One more hit. Another warning on TV. The great evil King Ganondorf beaten by this kid. Just to clarify, that's blood, not throw up. Link. Also, he coughed up red blood in the gold cartridge of this game, but they changed it to green because it would have affected the rating. Or whatever the fuck, I don't know. Let's read some more chat. Yeah, it blocks it. You can reflect it, but I don't think normal shield even blocks it. Normal shield doesn't block it. You have to play Zelda tennis with the energy. Yeah, I did that. That was great. Well, you figured it. Well, yeah, I've beaten this game a shit ton of times. Ganondorf attacked Hyrule Castle after... Another warning on TV. Attacked Hyrule after his plan to obtain the 3 spiritual stones failed. Now imagine what would have happened if Link never had entered the Sacred Realm. Yeah, he wouldn't have gotten the Triforce of Power. Without a strong, righteous mind, he could not control the power of the gods, and... Oh... That's actually why it took me so long to beat this game. Well, not to beat it, but to actually get to the end. Link, listen, the tower's about to collapse. Yeah, I'm not gonna read this. But yeah, it took me so long to actually stream this game again, because I've beaten this game so many fucking times, it's not even fucking funny. I beat this game on 3DS, I beat it on N64, I beat it on GameCube, I almost beat it on gold cartridge, but lost interest and never picked up on it since. I beat this at least 3 or 4, maybe even 5 times in high school out of sheer fucking boredom. And I've beaten this both on GameCube when recording this for the first time, and again on emulator when recording it when trying to stream it for the first time didn't go so well. I play this game a lot, which is again why it put me off from actually playing it for so many times. Good game, but I've played through it so many goddamn times, I'm just done. I have to be in the goddamn mood to play this shit. All the backtracking and all the places that I'm expected to go, and the fact that I fucking hate I hate the water temple, I hate the fire temple, I hate the shadow temple, and I'm not too fond of the spirit temple, but at least that one's more acceptable than the other 3. So, like, it's a good game, but I've played it so many times that the temples just piss me off so goddamn much. Due to how long they take you, the fact that you can mess up on accident, even if it doesn't matter how many times you play this, you can still mess up. I'm only streaming it this one time. If I stream it again in the future, it's because either I decide to, or people really want to see me do it again, but on a different way, like randomizer or etc. But I'm not going to stream this game for a long-ass time. I guarantee you that. Good game, but I'm just so done with it. Sure, you're gonna give me rupees that I have no use for. Let's save the game and read some chat. Listen, Ganondorf apparently killed the king when he went after Zelda and Impa. He was willing to kill whoever, or who knows how many people, in order to get the Triforce. Link saved Hyrule. No, he actually fucked Hyrule. By letting Ganondorf either... Actually, no. The king didn't fucking die. Or did he? Did he? Maybe? I don't know. He was in Wind Waker, which still confuses me if he was actually dead or not. He was that one boat that helped you across the ocean. So maybe he did die. I don't know. That's, again, that part still fucking confuses the shit out of me. I mean, I guess. I don't know. But the other thing is, again, you need to... Okay. All this debate aside, read what you say before you send it, because, again, yes, he was evil. I guess he did. He may have killed the king, and he would have killed anyone to get the Triforce. But no one knew who Link was. That's the problem. It doesn't matter what Ganondorf could have done. The problem is he would never have known who Link was. He wouldn't have known, you know, to use him, and he probably would have never fucking used him. He would have acquired it through another descendant of Link. It would have happened in another game. You can't use people to get to other people that you don't know who they are, and they don't know who they are. It's not like Ganondorf's gonna magically know, oh, the goddess chose you. You're gonna fucking help me, you little shit. To Ganondorf, he would have just been a whole nother person. Adult Zelda is alive by the end of this game. The king in the Wind Waker is this Zelda's descendant. Fair enough. Wait. Hold on a second. Didn't the king flood Hyrule because Ganondorf was basically winning? I've heard it both ways of it either being the goddesses that, or the gods that basically flooded Hyrule, and I've also heard that it was the king that flooded Hyrule. Or maybe it could have been the king from that specific world. Like, okay, Wind Waker series, it was a new Zelda, but before she was even born, or when she was born, Hyrule was under attack again by Ganondorf because he had returned, but the hero didn't come back to save them. And all that jazz. So it was a different king that flooded. I still stand by my theory of he never would have found Link. We are almost done with the game, thank fucking God. So I'm actually a little hungry, I'm gonna be honest. I kinda wanna make something to eat. It is 6 o'clock, so yeah, it's about dinner time, or close to dinner time. Dinner's about like 6, 7, 8, or I guess 9, I don't know. Also, one thing I want to say, people are fucking retarded. Oh, use the hammer. Use the hammer to hit his tail. Use the hammer. No. Use the Bigoron sword. Come on. The hammer was only an option because no one knew where to fucking get it. Okay, really, game? You're gonna unequip the Bigoron sword? Fuck you too, alright? Fuck you, Zelda. Kiss my ass. Hit the fucking tail, Link. Fuck you, Ganon. Zelda, shut the fuck up. Shut up, Zelda. Hit the tail, goddammit. If I'm not mistaken, this is faster than it would be with the actual hammer. Yes, gather the Master Sword that I'm not even gonna use. Get the Master Sword. I'm not even gonna use it though. Dude, fuck the Master Sword. That sword is goddamn retarded in this game. Bigoron sword all the way. Get up, Ganon. I ain't done with you yet. Ganondorf, you can kill me if you want. I got like 2 fairies, dude. I'm good to go. It's all good. Oh no, I got a fairy. You fucking failed at killing me, Ganon. Oh, Zelda, shut the fuck up. Zelda, you're a goddamn idiot. Why does the game give me bombs? Does it expect me to actually use them? Because I'm not. Can you go down, Ganondorf? This is getting a little bit old, buddy. I'm almost done with the game. I need you to fucking go away now. God damn, how long does this fucking take to hit a tail? Or how long does it take to actually get through point A to point B? Oh no, I had another fairy, Ganondorf. You failed. You sucked. Can we just goddamn get through this part already? It's gone on long enough. I feel like this part takes a lot longer because, oh, if you're not using the Master Sword, it's gonna take a lot longer. Actually, with this part, I could just use my shield. Alright, here we go. Shut up, Zelda. You didn't hurt me. Shut up, Zelda! Alright, goddammit, am I supposed to use the fucking Master Sword? That wouldn't make sense, okay? I could use anything else, but nope, you gotta use Master Sword for this part. Otherwise, it's gonna take a lot longer. Fuck you, Ganon. It's really not that hard, but goddammit. Fuck off, Ganon! There, you fucking piece of shit. Now fucking die. Yep, you're using your power to hold him back. Good. Good for you. All that's well said and done. Alright, now shut up. Let me do this. Game, I get it. Stop it. Let me do the thing. Come on. I've done this game so many goddamn times. Alright, let's see. That should, manage, to capture Zelda without Link's, intervention. She might have been forced, to tell him, the secret to opening the door of time. She would have probably... No. Let's be honest here. Zelda is kind of like one to keep oath. She probably would have been tortured to the point of near death before anything would have happened. She probably would have never given it to him. That's her duty. That's her obligation. She never would have done it. And even if she did, like, she wouldn't have been able to pull the Master Sword, probably. Only the true hero can wield the Master Sword. Yes, Zelda had the Master Sword in Breath of the Wild, but she only had it because who else was going to take it and put it in the Sacred Grove? Who was going to put the sword in the Sacred Grove? Link couldn't have done it. He was about to fucking die. So... she probably would have been forced to draw it, but due to the nature of, like, I don't know, it fucking flies asleep in the sword. Surely, by some force, she wouldn't have allowed that to happen. The sword chooses its wielder. And obviously the sword wouldn't allow itself to be pulled if, you know, something evil were to, you know, happen. I doubt it. Not to mention Zelda hid away and was posing as a Sheikah. It would have taken him like ages to find her, if he even managed to. It was only until, you know, she revealed herself to be Zelda is what caused all this shit. No fucking way. Forced to help Ganondorf find the one meant to open the door of time. She wouldn't have done that, though. It's her obligation as a princess and as a sage, you know, to protect someone and actually, you know, take care of her land. She probably would have done it, but again, she didn't even know. She had a dream about, like, a boy in a forest, yes. But by then, Link would have fucked off by then. And even if she knew who it was, she wouldn't have said. Hell, they would have probably gone through this elaborate plan of, okay, go grab the Master Sword and stop Ganondorf. And then it would have evolved, it would have adapted into this huge fight where he'd get the Triforce of Power and then lose at the end. That would have been a whole other game. You think too little of these characters, my friend. If Zelda had died, there wouldn't be a royal family to protect Hyrule. Sure there would. There's always a descendant of Zelda and always a descendant of Link. Demised cursed Link, the original Link, and anyone of his blood or descendant of him to face all this shit. It would have happened regardless. Same with Zelda. Like, I played through some of these games, so I know the story and the plot for most of them, and anything that you're saying is kind of like contradicting some of the things that I've, you know, come to understand. Again, I'm not trying to come off as an asshole or a smartass or a dick. I'm just fucking saying what I believe would have probably been the case if we're going by logic, not to sell games. Just like there's always another Impa, there's always another king, there's always another descendant of Zelda, there's always another fucking, like, Link. And this was Zelda's biggest mistake, to send him back in time. Zelda would have been forced to tell him everything. She probably wouldn't have done it, though. That's her sworn duty to protect her land. Even if it was in ruin, she'd still deny him just to get the satisfaction knowing that he's never going to truly fulfill his actual desire. That's the thing. But see, that's the problem in Ocarina of Time. Link and Zelda are the only remaining members of the royal family. Ganondorf kills either of the two characters, and the royal family. Well, I get that. But like I said, Link would have found someone else. He would have just went on as a normal person. Another warning on TV, by the way. I'm just saying. It probably would have all ended up with Link fucking off and Zelda being Ganondorf's servant. She probably would have told him certain things, but she would have obviously misleaded him, and it would have gotten to the point where he wouldn't be able to trust her. Probably. And besides, I'm not going by standards of the games. I'm going by this exact game's story. Just get the thought of every single Zelda game out of your head for a second. Every other Zelda game... Imagine this is the only Zelda game in existence. All the other ones don't fucking exist. If you go by the theory, and all the shit that we've been talking about this whole time, the royal family probably would have been fucked. Or it probably would have carried on. It doesn't matter. None of the games really make sense anyway. Plot can be kind of dumb. Story, for all of them, tying it into one story is dumb. Like, that's it. That's literally it. Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm done with this fucking debate. Another warning on TV, ladies and gentlemen. Hooray, we've beaten the game. Would have died, regardless of newer incarnations of Link and Zelda. No king/princess means no royal family. Descendant from the goddess Hylia. Like I said, just remove all the other games from your mind, except for Skyward Sword and this game. Remove every single other game. Everything probably would have been fucked in the end, but it doesn't matter. Things would have gone the way they would have gone. He probably never would have gotten the fucking Triforce of Power. That's all I'm going to say about it. I'm done with the debate. I'm done with the argument. I don't want any more of this shit. I'm good. I wash my hands at this. I'm no longer going to reply to any more about this, any more statements regarding this conversation. And that's not me being an asshole. That's just... This debate has gone on for basically the entire ending of the game, goddammit. Like, Jesus Christ. There's nothing I can say that hasn't already been said. But I finally finished this game. It is finally done. It is finally over. I'm happy that I finished it. Good game, all in all. Would recommend trying it out. It's just overall a nice game. I have the Hyrule Historia. Look, like I said, most of the stuff written later on, or whatever, from later on games and shit, was written and done so by Nintendo to thicken the plot and make more games to make more money. If you're going by actual logic, the whole prophecy shit, if it wasn't explained in this, then it was never meant to happen. And even if it did, again, it's whatever. Well, again, I don't need to read it. I just said that most of the shit written in the Hyrule Historia was stuff written by Nintendo to try and make sense of everything, to tie most of, if not all, games together in a weird, retarded way, so they can continue on and try and please everyone with all this shit. It was literally probably thought up on the spot for like maybe a good week or two, maybe a couple months. They thought about it, they wrote it down, put it in a book, slapped it on shelves, sold it to make money. Again, if you get the Hyrule Historia and every other game except for this one out of your subconscious, none of that shit, none of that shit matters. None of it matters. You're going by every other game and what Nintendo has set in stone. I'm going by just solely this story in particular with this game. Again, I'm not trying to be a dick, I'm not trying to sound like an asshole. I'm just saying, I'm talking about this. Not the lore after this game. Just this game in particular. Watch, Nintendo somehow manages to watch this and just stops making Zelda games because of me. They wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do that. They want to make their cash monies. Of course they wouldn't. In all honesty, I'm excited to see what the next Zelda game is, and I'm just like what my friend wonders, I'm curious to know if they're going to utilize the exact same engine as the one that they used for Breath of the Wild. I'm curious to know if they're going to have another Zelda game close to that, if not exactly like it. That'd be kind of cool, actually. But at the same time, I kind of hope that doesn't happen. Same engine, why the fuck not? But, like, let's not be exactly like that one. And that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. This game is finished. I've beaten Ocarina of Time at least 3 times on the channel now. You're probably going to hear, like, random noises from the Ocarina, because it's fucking weird. It's an emulator. It does that. So, all in all, good game. Decent story. I do like it. If you're going by the story, it's kind of shit, but the game itself is great. I can't really fault it for that. If you have the means to try it, go for it. I encourage you to give this game a chance. I just went through it, and I don't think I'm going to go through this game for at least a long time from now. But that being said, I'm glad I finally have this as a stream series on my channel. I'm happy it's all said and done. And, you know what, it was fun. For what it was, and all the complaining and whatnot, it was fun. But I'm not doing it again for a long-ass time, if I ever need to. See, told you. So thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe. That helps out a lot. If you want to join my Steam group and my Discord, links are in the description. You'll be notified whenever I go live or whenever I upload a video. Or if you want to socialize with me or any other viewers, that's also an option in the Discord. If you want to check out the 3 people I personally work with on YouTube, as well as Woodsy on Twitch, he streams just about every week. And he uploads regularly, somewhat regularly to YouTube from what I've... Well, actually, basically regularly at this point. So yeah, links to those are in the description. If you want to check out No64's channel, he's the one who made my YouTube banner, and he makes TF2 content and other funny content as well. So, yeah, link to his channel's in the description. Go check him out. He's pretty good. And for whatever reason, if you want to follow me on Twitter, the link is in the description. So again, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. And I will see you in the next live stream. Have yourself a good day. Bye-bye. Again, one thing I want to say, not trying to be an asshole at that one. That's fucking terrifying. I ain't gonna lie. One thing I want to say is, again, I wasn't trying to be an asshole. I wasn't trying to be rude or mean. That's literally just how I see it going. If it offended or hurt anyone's feelings, I'm genuinely sorry. Now I'm done. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next live stream. Have yourselves a good day. Bye.